T1.
Yeah, I think all three of these maps you're able to be a little bit more flexible with your agent compositions, but all three of them suit Raze really well, so I'm sure Jing is very happy with this meter.
Izu as well, man. He's been destroying on the Raze.
And speaking of which, you know, you're dealing with players in this match that are very, very familiar with each other. You kind of look at the only player that has some kind of stopping power against PRX, and that's Meteor, and we're seeing him on the Vice.
There you go. So PRX is going to play that Clove composition with the Deadlock that they have played recently. They've been swapping around the comps a little bit in the off season. What do we make of this T1 comp?
Yeah, so this is the same comp that they played against Boom. I thought it definitely had potential. I liked the Vice. I thought there was a lot of creativity that they were able to bring there, and I think KO Gecko is an incredibly strong initiator pairing on this map, but I think execution was missing in the Boom game. So I think while the comp is good, I need to see them actually bring it.
Well, guess what? You're actually going to see them bring it. As we step into Bind, we're going to pass it on over to Achilles and Paperthin for PaperX versus T1, a banger match to end this day.
Thank you very much. Banger match to end the day. I mean, banger match to start the day, frankly. We are looking for 6 maps. I'm a simple man. I want to consume some Valorant. I want to maximize as much as humanly possible. So let's see this one go the distance as well, much like TRX versus Stoneshift did.
I completely agree with you. I mean, you are a simple man, and I do want to see this go for sure. This is potentially a preview of the grand finals. I think a lot of us were expecting these two teams to maybe be the strongest, but after that first match, boom, you do have some questions about T1. Things did look a little disjointed, especially on this map, especially on Bind. I mean, Boom came out of the gates and absolutely were smashing on their defender side. T1 had no ability to find any good setups, any kind of good purchase towards those sites like they normally wanted. Every time they had an ult, every time they had some kind of idea, it seemed like Boom was one step ahead. So for the side of T1 here, you're going to have, like the desk was talking about, better execution, better setups, better reads. But that being said, I think it might actually work out a little bit here because it's PaperX, because you expect them to be aggressive, because you expect this team to do WK gaming.
Yeah. Well, one of the things that we weren't seeing on that Bind that we had from the outset this series was the impact from Meteor. He was very much falling off on that Bind play versus Boom with that Vice. We'll see here, though, Meteor will once again eradicate the dinosaurs on the opposite side of the stage. As we get ready to go into this one, Barrier's just 8 seconds away from dropping T1 first on the attack.
Of course, it should be noted, T1 has never beaten PaperX anywhere. 5 times in Pacific and 1 time in a third-party event. They have yet to find the ability to get that win. This time it's just going to be mostly a showers push. And
they're hearing this from behind, though. T1.
Oh,
the spot, footsteps, surely. Oh, no, actually. Yeah. Actually, with all those trails. Now push up through the smoke, though. And instantly Meteor has come alive. 3 kills found. As PaperX just kind of dived head first into the wood chipper.
Well, you asked for it, and it was immediately delivered. Ooh.
Santai ini bagian dari strategi nih, santai.
4K will get T1 the pistol win.
Well, there you go. That was just a really good read. I mean, to PaperX's credit, you got to feel pretty decent about that, especially when you get all that information from the tethers. Try to come through, but Izu and Meteor just waiting around the corner. Okay, you get one.
Meteor ini.
That's a pretty nice start. Very different look for T1 on that pistol. Trying something quite a bit unorthodox in a way. Shower leaving one towards the other side of the map. And now 3-man stack. Maybe playing anti-flash, just trying to get out. Not sure.
Teammate there.
Yeah, there you go.
Aman naman dia, gampang kok manual.
Not that it matters.
And okay, well, Stacks, a little bit of a window here off that smoke. Go ahead, get the spot out, something taken down.
It's going to buy time for the rotations at the very least.
Get
more damage.
Apa? PaperX corralled here on this side. Chills out the ready for Jing.
Tewat.
Meteor just kind of dancing around.
Angkel sabar.
Angkel sudah tua, Jess. Izu comes up with 2, taking Mind Freak, both going to be taken out. Jing can't get anything else done, so in the end, a hell of a lot of damage dealt. Sylvan surviving at 4, but it's a flawless round victory here for T1.
Yeah, so far, T1
Flawless.
land their feet when they need to. When PaperX just decides to make their move. Not that again, I don't mind what PaperX has done. Just the responses have been a little bit better. And certainly part of that might just be that, frankly, they're a little more used to the stage. You know, they've already played an official match. This is the first one for PaperX here.
Wah, CBR nih.
It looked like the buy was a little bit off
CBR.
kilter there. It could
CBR,
just-
wah, CBR bener pakai res lagi.
and then kind of get the ball rolling.
Tapi emang res
Rifles
nggak
to
sih di sini?
Guardians.
Ya ya.
T1 able to hang
Yes.
on.
Yoru,
Phenomenal
Yoru.
Yes,
anti-ego.
PRX kalah. Yes, yes.
Now they're going to slow down the pace a little bit. Still, it's this death ball style.
Deadlock for
A lot
second.
of players together.
di mid kalian semua.
Have some of that deadlock.
Ya,
utility
kalau
up here.
kalah kan bisa di
Nice, I mean,
ini
he's able to
di
find
edit
one
aja.
way. Trying to go ahead and capitalize. Comes up with another
bonus
medium.
run ini.
Dropped his first death suffered here.
PRX sudah lewat masanya guys.
Trade up is there. T1
Ya,
mending jadi fans boom aja.
maintain the advantage.
Trying to play up the
Fans
Sonic
PRX
sense
tinggal jazz aja.
there. Correct, but
Karena
so many T1
karena
players
RRQ
there.
gak sih?
I don't think they're anticipating
Dengan RRQ OP
the
banget.
style that T1 has brought to the table. So clearly the change of call.
Susah sama orang yang tidak believe
Mind
nih.
Freak can do. He's an absolute
Yes.
world beater at
Jazz berapa tahun beli tiketnya terus Jazz.
Bonus run, Jess.
Was able to go ahead and collect that now. Bye. Sultan himself looking to see.
Pertama kalinya T1 dapat
Uncle.
Already in a very committed position, especially if he goes for the drop.
Dari
down
kanan matinya nih.
here. Seems like for now, just trying to fish around the outskirts of these smokes.
Ya, yang mau ke Bangkok kalau cuma menonton PRX mending nggak usah pergi karena nggak lolos.
T1
Ya, benar aja.
will go ahead and be able to see that ball over cross on to Buzz, but just doesn't have the angle to actually be able to get the wall.
Ya nggak berani maju dia. Ya.
So in the end, it's gonna have to be
Kalau Fnatic
save
lolos
or
lah.
divide. Getting away back through his spawn. Stacks, however, might be looking to go on a merry chase. Seems like he will. Whether or not he can catch up is going to be the question. Divide, maybe hearing a footstep or two there. Swings back over.
Wale.
Sliding attack, weapon in hand.
Untung bukan lain.
Cannot stop this round.
Masih kaku sepertinya guys.
I mean, all of these
Karena
rounds
mereka
just
baru pertama kali main ya.
crawl somewhere on the map. First
Selagi
round with
Jing
towers,
masih di
then
PRX
it was
pasti kalah.
Garden, now it's
Waduh, orang dalam itu.
Just latihan nonton langsung di Thailand. Di sini kan paling berapa orang yang ngecengin. Kalau di Sticks nanti, woi, banyak orang yang nyurain PRX.
I don't know what else to tell you, folks. That's kind
Apa
of
aja
just
itu.
the way
Aduh,
it's
mudahan masih ada
so
tiketnya
far.
guys. Besok jam 10 kita standby.
War dulu
Really
aja.
in sync with their teamwork, and now they're going to start to
Wah,
spread.
aku males
just a
kali
little
sebenarnya
bit
war-war
more.
gitu.
Meteor
Tadi santai jam 12 aku buka.
Use that Gecko
Oh,
utility
no.
to try to clear through long.
Kayak pas di
Battle
Jakarta,
without a sky there.
tiket yang bagus-bagus tuh sold out semua pas aku baru buka. Di sisanya yang tribun-tribun jauh. Pas aku baru.
Awak udah mau nyari tribun paling belakang udah yang paling murah, yang penting ada aja di situ.
Sold out juga.
Enough of a fake and
Juga layarnya
just
gede.
gonna hold there anyway, but trying to work the
Mendingan
map.
Udah yang sekelas Ascension aja
Towers and
1 bulan sebelumnya udah sold out.
relatively easy plant here for
Terus.
T1.
Just pushing their way forward. Meteor.
Apa-apa.
Uh-oh.
Big about to strike here. Against Mind Freak. Oh, spotting out each other. Call comes in. Buzz. Excites from there. Shower door. Mind Freak is getting caught. Buzz with a quick reposition. The ball into the corner. Not going to be connecting on him.
Oh,
Oh,
ada tuh.
never mind. Maybe it had. Either way, the pink shell.
Hey,
We'll
pasti
be able to
tuh.
go ahead and collect the elimination.
Meteor.
Ball rotate back around across towards short for him. However, trying to hold things down here. In Lamp shows how already and Jing is able to find himself a third elimination. Still though, two
Saking
players to deal
takutnya
with.
aja.
Meteor, Izu.
Oh dapat dong.
Woi, satu angka gue persembahkan.
First defuse being held to half. The spray across looks for the
Satu angka gue persembahkan.
Classic and Izu will get him with the right click. The Red Bull clutch as T1 are up 4-0.
Yeah, that's a nice attempt from PRX.
Jing, sudah out saja kamu Jing. Meter kamu nak.
The good combo with the clove utility into paint shells to get Buzz down. Good crossfires here for T1. But Jing, wow, that is crazy. A crazy tight angle with that stinger to get that kill. Follow up with the showstopper. I mean, Stacks just aimed right in the air, knew it was coming, but still nothing he could do about
Ultinya
it.
Jing nggak miss ada sesuatu nih.
Izu. Nice sturdy hands. The end of it. A couple big ults here though. Got the Steel Garden, got the Thrash for T1, and there you go. Thrash is already out. That's
Will just be the call back for the quick recovery. Cycle it back around here. There's ult invested. Just try to take their weapons away.
Pada keluar semua.
Stopper sent, try to slow things up on the approach. A little bit of damage going to be in there by Izu, it would seem.
Hookah hasn't been cleared.
Does not, just cycling smokes on it for now. Wingman gets the plant. Crash back available, set through elbow, not going to be able to get the stun across. Push forward though.
Dilawan.
Fighting up a little bit more than they can do, but it doesn't matter. Back up.
Apa yang terjadi nih?
4v3. PRX. They have people in very committed.
Dilawan adu hotot sama T1 nih ya.
Position known Devi as well. Drop down onto the site. Both end up falling.
Oh, adu hotot. Ayo gitu katanya T1.
Away from them here. T1 keep it relatively clean.
Steady hands right now for T1. The shots look clean. Coordination is really on point. I mean, I think that the message
Langsung login.
PRX masih bisa.
Kasih tahu lar.
Diam, instingku menang nih.
Seru nih ada temennya Jess.
Langsung login nggak sih yang ditonton?
2 lawan berapa nih? 2 lawan berapa nih? 5.
Lama psikolognya masih orang Indonesia nggak akan menang PRX.
W keys being held.
Ada yang nonton nggak ada psikolognya PRX ngasih semangat? Semangat kalian pasti bisa ya menang.
Selama bukan
kalau bisa aku juga bisa jadi psikolog lah.
Kalau aku jadi psikolognya PRX tak giniin aja. Kita fanatik.
You have to at least kind of
tanamkan dalam diri kalian
jiwa Pancasila. Dulu kita menang dengan bambu runcing, masa sekarang kita tidak bisa menang? Ingat pengorbanan para pahlawan kalian. Dihajar Dewantara.
Ini bangsat emang mainnya anjing, ngentot.
From time to time when the ults were in play, just completely.
Wah, for second belum kill lagi.
Hanya bukan 0%.
Susah.
Kalah, let's go maju PRX.
Let's go. Tanamkan dalam diri kalian. Kita PRX deh, kita fanatik.
Check HPC bro. Wasit.
Tolong lawan ada
100.000 ini menjadi 500.000 PRX, tolong kontol.
Other than not walk into showers.
That's annihilation right there. It's just a good read. T1.
Lumayan 500.000 di PRX, menang lah kontol.
Everything that PRX has tried to do.
Kalah nih PRX coba.
So certainly you could see that this was probably a
Belum.
matchup.
Ini baru belum switch.
Marked on their calendar right away. Said,
Ya emang kebiasaan fansnya PRX.
Finally like to take this win. You know, when you talk to T1 staff and players,
udah terbiasa.
this is something that pretty much gets mentioned every time. They haven't beat PRX yet. They really want to.
Satu untuk
mau apain bu?
Lo.
Bas, ambak bas.
So far, so good, but okay. Mind Freak forsaken, able to find one apiece. Another. Speaking of annihilation, there's a pop out Sylvan. And punishes Forsaken for using the ult 6-0 start. So now we go into the next bot.
It's a nice idea of the secondary setup by PRX, but the firepower just too strong for T1. Again, the covering fire is so good, even when it looks like maybe a player's caught out of place. Maybe they're kind of a free kill. They're actually not. There's always somebody right there. Locked in step, especially with Buzz. It's taking a lot of space. You know, we saw it on the other side of the map. We saw it in the elbow. We're seeing it over here where there's that confidence in Buzz to go ahead, do what you got to do. He's got the trust of the teammates behind him to make sure that even if he dies for the cause, it's going to be at the very worst a trade.
Aggro hit here. Orbital at the ready from Sylvan. What is the go button here for them? It's going to be, okay, over towards Lamps. Nobody at risk here on the side of PRX. They potentially able to go ahead and backfill that space once the ult's gone. Buzz already wrapped around in towards showers. Doing well to get that punish. One for one trade from Plant now in Jing. Right up here into the smoke. The Nightfall about to crash across.
12-0.
Sylvan.
Ada 12.
Sangat real ini bisa terjadi. Kalau kali for second make a play. Second make a play, ayo more second.
For that 4K, Buzz the last one standing, finds the first paint shell. Back up, set. Keeps them off the plant for now, but just cannot get the bullets through. Go ahead and find the kill, and PRX will get their first round win.
Satu angka persembahkan.
That's a really solid retake.
Sisanya
it feels like, oh boy,
Let's go, 5 poin lagi, ayo.
really poorly. fact that Forsaken on his own
Forsaken top frag
wins
menang.
out on a couple big trades in U-Haul. That is the difference maker. Love the execute, love the idea from T1.
Bener-bener otot mainnya.
Tethers there, giving it away as well. Get it a little bit easier. Couple assists going over to something. Been a little bit quiet, but by steady hands. Seems like now PRX starting to shoot back, starting to hit some of their shots. See if they can keep it up.
Udah panas nih,
Cycle back
sabar.
through here from Izu.
Dia sama Lot pasti mulai senyum deh.
Divide here within hookah.
Wah,
Shots
tadi
out
di
plus
13-0.
connecting there. Quite just yet. Boom bot, wingman,
Untung
everything
nggak
cleared.
13-0.
Sending the whole zoo at him.
Speaking of, Prowler gets in on the party. Grab net ready.
Maju,
Unless you can get a good flash to go through or something.
Just a double swing out of the body. Immediately popping the ultimate here as they just backpedal away. Buzz! Oh my god, okay, Buzz and Meteor getting absolutely cooked.
Udah.
Jangan nge-pick, diam, jangan.
In for the assist.
Dapat.
Kill
Harus
found
nge-pick dia, harus
by
nge-pick.
needing the kill. T1 knowing it. They waited out. Suddenly into a 3v3. Stacks, however, gonna try to open things up. It does something!
Goyang gitu cuy.
Ya lihat samping ya.
Very
Go
uncharacteristic
wave something,
whip there.
something.
Forsaken,
Wah,
another
Sabtu kalau
annihilation gonna be
nge-wave udah
online.
wave terus dia. Itu besok.
Sudah.
This is,
Dia
Maybe
nepok
even
muka
committed
dia.
here.
I mean, it's Forsaken, so I bet he tries. Oh, we got hit by the 0 point though, so never mind.
To use it now.
Yeah.
Performance something tuh ditentukan dari round 1.
Can't afford another buy, but
Round 1 bunuh 3
any kind of a
pasti
stable
menyala
position here
dia.
for PRX.
Want Stacks to take this fight.
Tegang dia.
Can isolate it down.
Oh, cepat
And
stres
maybe
dia
that all could have
something.
come into play, but Izu has just been on it today. It's going to be 7-1.
All of T1 has been on it today.
Mana ya?
I mean, again, it just looks a little bit shaky.
Maybe
Great
jump
idea
in.
here from PRX. I mean, they just smother that. Phenomenal orbital strike combo. And you can see T1 was trying to figure out a way to get through hookah. It felt like they were taking that
Izu
time
sih lagi
to
tajam.
sort of
Izu
try to dial
meteor.
up some kind of play with the Gecko utility or something, and it did cost them. However, good shooting prevails again. Gets them a couple key kills to get through to that A site.
Lah si Expuret berarti masih di T1 ya?
Be available.
Streamer.
Jingling very far
Ya enak dah
forward.
jadi
Oh my
streamer.
God.
Finding Mind Freak over at backside.
Duitnya lebih
Forward
banyak.
Buzz just absolutely massacring them.
Otot bro,
No hope
otot.
in hell. Forsaken and Divide just have to stay
Otot
tucked
hanya
back.
bisa dilawan oleh
Well,
otot.
get comfy. We're waiting for this spike to explode. Not really going to be seeing anything else in this
Langsung
round.
saving
It's just-
81.
Micro outplays
Ya,
for
Skurat
T1.
kemana
that
dia
are
sekarang?
really setting the
Streamer.
stage. That being
Streamer
said,
T1.
not so sure about that
T1 full Korea
setup
soalnya
there.
dia mau.
Jing and something just never had a chance to respond.
Rossi aja dikeluarin.
Meteor wins one battle, and then all of a
Rossi
sudden there's a
masih
flash in your
mau
face before
tanding
you can
dia.
even think about it.
Ait.
Boy,
Kuret
oh
sudah
boy.
sukses di
This is a
CS.
very different T1 than what we saw on day one.
Udah punya stiker kan dia.
Iya.
They are feeling it now.
Legend tuh.
And this is kind of what you expected out of this team. That the firepower should be good. Should be quite good. If the depth of strategy can be there as well, they're going to be a fearsome opponent throughout the year. Whoa.
Lihat meteor.
Great angle, great flash.
Marah kesalahan. Cipujang tuh lagi goblok sih.
I kind of feel you there. I was not happy with it either.
Here we are
Buat
again.
gini dubbingnya Alex kayak bahasa Bali.
Dire Straits.
Walot sih. Cipujang tuh gitu main
Upload
gila.
TikTok ya.
8-1,
Tembak
7
bisa-bisa
round
loh.
stretch lead on the
Lawan tuh,
attacking
Sesuai
start
no
here
ability sih.
on Bind.
Nah, pas gini-gini nih
Now
dubbing dia nih.
everything just out of sorts for PRX.
Mahal jangan cicing ke blindnya mati kontol gitu.
Ayah.
Main bangsat.
Well, what more can you say at this point?
Buat
The adjustments you made, and some of the rounds have
Bali,
certainly looked better. You got to win, and you've made them a little more competitive.
Tegusan.
Sort of.
Ini Kober gue sabar.
But I don't know where
Orang
I'm going with
gininya,
this because
RGB-nya ini sesuai tema
Not many
timnya
other places to
yang
go with
main.
it.
it's not going good.
Kemarin
There's nothing
juga
that's
RRQ
gone
Orin.
right.
Woi,
I
apa
think we
yang
still have
ujung
the
cuma
thrash, don't we? I don't think it got used.
Kira PB main spion.
Now you have a showstopper and a no command.
Alasannya PRX karena main di Korea soalnya.
Yeah.
Tuan rumah
He's
wajib.
almost got his ult, so
Jadinya PRX
Tidak ada nasi goreng di
I'm not
Korea.
confident.
nyimpen strat jadinya PRX biasa.
Nyimpen start sampai knock out tuh
This one. Sure if
Sampai
they're
pindah
gonna try to go
tempat
for something
PCT.
Untuk
pacey.
champion aja strat.
Take their time. Use the thrash to clear showers.
Pindah di
That's 0
Singapura.
point. Ooh,
Okay, well, Jing. Kind of start that they desperately need here. Showstopper up over the top. No, basically just barrel stuffs him with the rocket.
Kasihan banget.
Something gone.
Something nasty.
Udah stress dia tuh.
Langsung
Pas
bet-
strat next round.
Exchange on either side. Barrier mesh up and over the top.
Ren
Showstopper
Suren
here
gitu dia
from
sambil.
Jing. Spots out easy
Tuh,
with
langsung
Buzz.
di trap
Brings it
sama
right
Buzz.
back. 3-3. Sylvan trying to just go ahead, push up past his own molly, catches the timing. Catches Divide,
Mati dia.
completely unaware. Same
Ooh,
with
one
Forsaken. Now so very low, and Buzz is able to find that final shot.
the way they're baiting for each other, they're so good. Saw the head. Mind Freak. Need one of those miraculous clutches, but I don't think he. Yep, he knows. Money's bad. Gotta get out.
Ini T1 dapat info orang dalam kayaknya dari
Man, oh
dari
man.
Excuret kayaknya
Saw
nih.
creative
Gini
little
strateginya
setup there
PRX
for
tuh
that
kayak gini,
showstopper
gini.
throwing the wall up and over the truck. Not that I think you needed it. I think it was easy who got hit by that. Was just dead anyway.
Yes, mana suaramu Jess?
Ooh boy.
Belum.
Kills for Jing.
Udah sama kedudukannya baru.
11 sampai 11
1 plus 10-2 nih. 11-1 plus 10-2.
Nanti
Not
kalau
even
menang
quite
map
that
kedua
close in
deh.
the round itself.
Map ketiga tuh udah
Starts
sore
off so
jauh
very
gitu.
well,
Tengok aduh.
getting rid of half the flashes. But
Bangsa.
Buzz just Johnny on the spot here.
I will say this about T1. One of the things in the offseason was like their first match at every event they played was kind of shaky. And then they just sort of rolled everybody after that. Maybe that's just what they do.
Awan.
Mati Jing.
Trying to escape. He's down to 1. He's down to 1. He's just tucked away.
Mana SP Jing.
And if they even think that it's
Literally
towards
one
him,
SP.
He's going to be having a bad time.
he's gonna have to get into that teleporter faster than that explosion comes through.
Coba Sky lagi. Dapai biasanya Sky.
You just kind of take your time on this. Although I wouldn't mind seeing T1 kind of explore the map a little bit more, but with how well they've been playing, the
Mana
confidence.
line up-nya dia?
Surely.
Itu pojokan
Top
mati
Jing
Jing.
does somehow come up with 2.
Wow.
Monstrous value for him considering the health values.
Dapat 2 dengan 1 SP.
They're on 0
Sangat
points.
nice.
Sangat
TP
nice.
here, you have no idea what's going on the other side of the map. It'd be a
Could
huge
slow
gamble.
down. If they make the gamble, it would be the correct one to make. Granted, you'd be running into Forsaken, who's pushing forward towards Showers with a judge in hand. Still very
Main
risky in the
pelan
end.
nih.
Bisa gitu main
Like this from Forsaken. Good awareness, good map awareness here. Understanding your
Main
weaponry in the
pelan nih.
situation.
Wih, apa itu dari nih? We are back.
Smokes here, flash up over the top. Gonna catch here onto Mind Freak, something. Sending out that C's, looking for a hit. Stack's gonna be put down on the floor, is gonna be res-able.
Lord,
It's
itu
something
belo,
that can't
Lord,
quite line it
bukan
up
alat.
here. Will find the kill. Divide here around the corner, swings out, finds Izu. It's interrupted the plan, it does not. You're now just backpedaling. Nearly
Oh,
forced back out.
jadi ada info dari itu.
There's the bleed out. The net comes through.
Udah
First destroyed, hasn't heard a tap yet.
Second.
Forsaken holding the angle. Will be able to take him out. PRX. They find their second round win.
Yeah. Okay.
Itu dia, bos.
Good stuff. Good time.
Baru bersuara deh
Cutting them
Jing.
off.
Ah,
Really
sampai round
getting
tenang
things
aja.
started. That's more of what you're gonna need. I mean, the fact that Jing gets 2 here is absolutely criminal.
Bangsa dulu.
It do be what it do. And then you're able to use some of that fade utility to slow things up at the door, buy some time for Devi on the back end to use that clove in a really nice spot. Buy that too. Yeah, a little sigh of frustration there from Forsaken. Certainly PRX fans
Baru
are
bisa
feeling that
bernafas
too,
ya,
but
Ci.
as T1 there, I think now you got to start this last round, show them something different.
Jadi
Work the match a
9-12
little bit.
tenang aja.
Don't make it so easy, but they're just going to run at you.
That they are. And Devi's
Something
gonna go down
mati.
too. Jing gets involved, finds another. TP gonna be taking Buzz, however. It's still
No,
here. He comes in between.
no.
Sudah
Solid
bilang.
Mind Freak. Hold on once again to try to work his magic.
Something.
Bust tuh bro.
Well, the timing here might be pretty good. He's so quick on this.
Yeah, very much just right on their heels.
Ini clutch masa nggak clutch?
Stacks paying some attention towards the angle, but they drift back. Mind Freak now needing to assess. They cut towards showers and they go to the site.
Nice.
One quick glimpse in should tell him the answer.
Now he's got a decision to make. Try to hold the showers angle. Should pretty well know they're coming through
Main
here.
bareng Bebe.
Now he knows.
Bahaya.
And Buzz on the floor. The swing out and Mind Freak will make it happen. The Red Bull clutch.
Dingin guys, dingin.
Bail out PRX, denying a 10-2, getting themselves a 3.
Komen salju.
Komen salju còn đây chích lagi.
Komen menggigil.
That round was pretty back and forth.
Biasanya kalau main break clutch gitu ya udah komen.
Buzz answers right
Lambang
back with
salju,
3.
lambang menggigil.
Great anticipation.
Padahal lambang demam terus.
That angle that Forsaken was going to be taken out of the TP. Oh, I don't even know if Stacks fired a bullet there.
I don't believe so either way, though. PRX have their work cut out for them.
Ayolah PRX.
The fans faithful going to be believing in curses here. See if they can cast one on T1, but they'll have to start from that pistol, which we saw T1 get pretty good in.
Yeah.
Attacker ini bos.
Well, it is PRX and attackers sided Copium. That's all I got right now. It did not look phenomenal there. They started to get it together towards the end, and you know, I will say, kind of classic PRX, when things are going real bad, a lot of times it's kind of like Devi or something.
That is excellent.
Gambarnya bang.
That is a generational fan side right there.
Well done. Tip of the cap to whoever that is.
That got me good. Well then, glad we had something cheery at the end there of the halftime break. Now we can get ready to get back to business.
It's pretty on point. Oh boy. Man, 16 and
Hujan
7.
dan pasar guys.
Jangan.
Hujan.
Sama cuk.
Everybody having some pretty good stuff going for them for T1. Big push up.
Jangan gini dah cocok minum pot kamu.
Izu there though, so he can,
Mana pot kamu?
in theory, if he doesn't just get gunned down trying to jiggle, should be able to play a little bit of delay.
Bisa kali besok ditunggu
Inkling
bre.
about this. Stacks is now making his
Besok
rotation.
nggak bisa besok aku.
It's gonna come down to timing.
Tak mau
here.
Waduh ada acara. Lusa pulang kampung.
Izu getting ready to come over the top. Oh, the hot getting cleared out. Izu's still going to be able to find one. Back pedals though. Stacks joining in on the site. Gets taken down and Izu is hounded. Damage abound here on the players of PRX. Buzz and Meteor just now make their way over towards the site. Smoke's down. Shell still available. With this wall up. Impossible. As Gunbarrel gets spotted out here on these little quick peeks here. And they can't even see the segments that they're shooting at, really. Finally had got rid of it. Smoke blooming and something. If we go ahead and get the headshot right through the smoke. Swapping weapons. Clear out down to 18 HP. Swings looks for anything at all. Can't find it. PRX will win the pistol they so desperately need.
They find a great setup with the smokes there. The Dizzy hits a couple, but
Makasih T1
got enough
memberi
breathing room.
angka
There's not
hiburan
much
buat
that T1 can really do. Okay, that helps too. Great utilization of their utility. That extra layer when you have the Clove and the Brim allows you to sort of dissect the sights quite a bit better. You know, you used to Viper Brim, right? It would be kind of the double controller ideas that you were seeing on this map.
Drifty.
Not exactly the same, of course, but a similar thought process. That's what they're going to be working on.
Yeah.
Buzz
Good.
has the classic Buzz eco
Oke,
setup.
kalau habis dapat lihat
Shorty in hand.
Yep.
PRX should be very well aware of this.
You gotta know.
They're gonna just send everything out of it. Oh my god, he still manages to run down Ching. Boombot Prowler, be damned. He wanted that kill and he got it.
What?
Oh, That's set up. Stacks gets the headshot across, but cannot confirm the kill and interrupt the plant. Puts something down to 47, but it's good covering fire from Divide.
Sabar bang, sabar.
Keeping his teammate safe. Izu swinging forward. The headshot cannot make it happen. Sylvan this time does manage to clear the hot. Forsaken with some clean taps. On that goes. Continues to help PRX run this back. 4 rounds now, the deficit.
All right, if you can win the bonus here, PRX, I will begin to believe again. I don't
Tolong PRX. 500.000 ku buat PRX, tolong.
I get it.
Langsung donetin ke streamku lo.
Aduh, pakai beli baju seragam baru dulu, nggak ada uang. Tolong.
Ya.
Itu banyaknya dapat uang dari rakyat, masa nggak ada buat beli seragam baru sih?
Nggak ada uang habis nih.
A decent buy though, still for them on this bonus. 3 rifles, a bulldog.
Rame.
Saya lepas seragam nih juga teman-teman pakai gadgetnya.
Walls here this time though.
Inshall out.
Saya bayar
A little
pajak
bit of
nih.
damage there. A touch on the meteor. Just trying to stay tucked here within this smoke behind the box. Boombot checking over towards elbow side. The swing out coming in. Last timing. Quite connecting there on Easy, but he still ends up falling. Meteor's going to be good for one as the buy will get dropped. Something finding Stacks, however.
So
Now Meteor, yeah, the reposition. They both line up. Right into his line of fire. Something that last one alive, Fuzz. Rotating around here on the
Kalau
flank.
bisa ngetatnya, yuk.
Seemingly aware of the progress of it for a brief little moment.
Kena timing.
Jelas lah.
Buzz just drifting in right
Penting kalau ini bisa
behind him.
nge-clutch ku donate.
Lines it, takes the shot. And T1 not going to allow for a bonus conversion. They will get up to double digits instead.
that's so good from Meteor. The timing on that was brilliant. He knew another player had gotten through and had gotten up towards Hookah. And he said, well,
Jing
there's
malah
only
masuk
one
ke dalam
spot for me
smoke
that's
tuh.
potentially
Gimana
safe.
ceritanya?
And it's tucked in next to this smoke, and poor Mind Freak. He's trying to push out with his teammate. He just got caught the barrel right next to his ear. Stellar.
Kalau kita nembak flank tadi itu pasti miss.
Stellar from Meteor. And interstellar.
Saya cuma assist jingin
9
je.
and 2 here for Buzz.
Also a good player.
There he is. Oh, the net coming through, but Buzz comes
dapat
away with
dua
that
dong.
second kill.
Wah,
Jing,
dua
however,
sih.
will find one there from beyond the grave with the paint shell.
Grab net's so annoying.
Oh, even up numbers, but Stacks happy with that headshot. Finds Mind Freak. And once again,
something half SP.
last one alive.
Yang bisa dilakukan oleh something pemirsa.
47 health. Game's just not quite been going his way.
He's
Next.
having a rough
Big
go on
Jet
Fade,
nggak sih?
for sure.
Emang apa-apa?
Maybe change his destiny.
Team
Kan
all
capture ntar habis ini.
remotely try for something.
Neon sih.
I wouldn't, but it's PRX, so
Neon
Siapa?
terus.
still got device
Jing tetap
smokes.
terus Neon
So, you know,
pasangan.
winnable.
Iya ketahuan.
To get through this first hurdle, turns back for a brief little moment, and that's more than enough. Sylvan will go ahead and collect it.
Bukannya dilihat tadi ya?
11 to 5.
Dia noleh duluan, lihat.
T1 so firmly in control.
Again, it's
Yes.
these off-angle positions that they have to support each other. This time it's
Hampir
Buzz.
triple kill.
You get the base and grab net. PRX has got to be feeling great.
Oh,
And Stacks does that to you. Now Buzz is a showstopper. Something does his ult, but it's a weak buy. And they're investing everything in this, by the way, Achilleos. So going into that
Force
12th
buy,
round, they're not
don't
going to have any cash.
For a fast hit, just trying to wait out the Prowler here is Buzz, but we'll just go ahead and make his exit as the Nightfall goes across. Showstopper already drawn out, just waiting to see if he can spot anything, but it's going to be
Force buy lagi
Stacks.
nih.
Spotting out Jing over towards Lamps. Shallow uses here on this U-tilt. Forsaken scaling forward, able to find
Forsaken.
one, takes it down. Mind Freak just
Nice.
rushes in towards Lamps,
Waduh,
finds one.
stats.
Stacks is able
Aduh, lo 2 orang.
the team in with a slight little shout here. 5 HP apiece on Mind Freak and Forsaken.
Oh, nice man.
Now, just Izu.
Udah wajib
All
menang.
here in his face.
Tembak.
Honestly,
Mbak,
just save.
kadang Cio.
Yeah.
Kau tahu denger dia, siapa tahu denger dia.
Seems like it's going to be the call. I think any other circumstance, given the HP values, you probably go for it. You know that you have cash behind to be able to get the buy, but
Ekonomi
any
man.
kill to either of them, and that's going to be either the Annihilation or the Orbital online.
Yakin,
Exactly.
teman beli dia beli Dia safety.
Even with them at 5 HP,
Udah nih mainnya
so
pengen
tempting,
menang.
but
Kalau kita main
as soon as you
KDA,
start
men.
clearing the wall, it's just probably dead to rights. I mean, there's just not much you can do there.
Ekonominya Awan nggak pernah sama sama
PRX,
sama
by the
timnya.
skin of their teeth, able to come through with a desperately needed round win, a round where they invested all of their economy into it, and it pays off. Put everything onto red, came through. I mean, I like Deadlock on this map a lot because that wall is so annoying to deal with as defenders. It is so brutal. It can cut off so much of the map. You could trap people by the truck with it.
Backside kayaknya sih.
It's actually just phenomenal on your attacker's side.
Buzz now, operator in hand, showstopper, drawn out instantly for Jing. Flash.
Kabur kalian
At the exit
semua.
here of Hookah.
Aduh kena.
Slows him up, Thorns as well.
Dia baru Jing tuh.
Successfully has rotated over towards the side of the map. Orbital now online. Do they just send that? Do they try to save it here for post plant? For now, it's going to be a molly over towards Garden.
Oh, Meteor, you're not going to get away with it again. Okay. Thought for a second he was going to duck in that same corner. Tries a different one. Slow up here. Meteor getting... Wow, getting good.
Itu baru Jing tuh.
Orbital strike now used here on the site. Tuck over to the side. Able to dodge that one out, and Izu actually finds a kill on the Mind Freak. Devise something, firing back. Come up with a couple eliminations. Izu's still here on the site, but actually will be taken out as he exits from Tube.
Something
Buzz and Stacks
in
now
my
their way
ass.
across. The operator still in hand. Not a great
Jangan
choice of
ngepick.
weapons here at all. Actually, no selection really available to Buzz unless he can do something inside himself.
Nah, nyari poin dia, nyari poin dia.
Got two blast packs.
Itu jangan maju,
as well.
dia bisa aja dia.
Dive in with the shorty.
Shell's not going to be finding too much of anything, just checking that copy. On the move,
Kaput sotek, kaput kita ini bang.
solid with the shot. As attention gets pulled, Stacks will strike. Headshot comes across, and T1 will get up the map point.
And because this takes so long for PRX, it allows
Apa
Stacks
itu,
to
guys?
explore the map a little bit more, find that extra
Hilang senyumnya lo.
little things like that. Nice execute. PRX squad, finally something. Pretty solid round. Goodness, Meteor. Smoke. This is crucial. Nice change up there too. Oh, the wingman. Smash from Buzz. It is
Emang dia
optic.
nggak ngeliat itu tadi?
Since last year, dude, has gotten so good.
Di expect
So
angle-nya.
clean with that. You got to appreciate the work
Common
that he's put in
angle.
to make sure that that is a steady part of his game. He's gonna be watching short, but another aggressive five-man push towards B. Grabnet gonna be dodged.
Nenek.
Damage.
Taking that first contact. Gonna backpedal here. Paint shells. Check close left side on the exit from Garden. Molly gonna be sent out. Just looking to try to delay, and something gets tagged up brutally. Down to 21.
That's gonna stall things again, and now T1 is, because of the way the last couple of rounds have gone, they are gonna
bisa naik,
Naik di sana.
Spot baru, spot baru.
Hasn't really shown us a lot of
Bisa naik, Cuk.
Baru
differentiation.
tahu sih.
Sylvan catching a glimpse. Divide wanted to try to push this here.
Ya.
Vulnerable. Does get taken down, but has the not dead yet. Meteor able to find the shots there to try to go ahead and get the kill on the Jing.
Kok langsung di ulti, Ci?
Trying with to try to delay. Divide, however, needing to hunt for the kill. But Forsaken actually takes it away from him. So he might still yet get bled out. Now he will get taken down. Stacks coming up with two. Something down to 21. Mind Freak here alongside him to try to keep themselves alive. But the paint shell explodes and they both go down. Buzz brings this map to a swift conclusion. 13-6. T1 looking
Bisa nge-kill banyak aja
absolutely
udah aneh.
devastatingly good here at Mind.
That was
Stacks.
brilliant. From the get-go, they were just so ready for PRX.
What?
The early teamwork
Ih, udah selesai.
continued.
Lagi
From
nih.
beginning to
gamenya.
end.
Cepat
A lot of
gamenya.
just
Lagi nggak sih?
simple, back-to-basic stuff for T1. Some of the stuff that they may have
Jangan
felt like
jangan
have been
jangan.
missing.
Jangan foto-foto nggak anjing.
They were
Wih,
able to
Fendi
really
gimana nih Jal? Kita
readily
jangan kalau
deal
nggak dapet
with
tiket.
this PRX squad. It
Apa?
was no slouch on Bind. They were looking pretty okay
Fendi
in
gimana
the
nih kalau kita
offseason, to
nggak
be
dapet
honest.
tiket?
So
Sure.
this is a great
Kalau nggak
bout.
dapet, nggak usah.
Ya udah, nggak usah.
Harus secure tiket dulu ya.
Tujuannya kan PCT-nya.
Maksudnya coba dah cari-cari di luaran.
Dapat PCT coba dulu. Kalau gambling nyari oplosan di sana susah PCT.
Langsung chat rakyat cek.
Kalau kayak pas di Jakarta di grup Facebook tuh banyak yang jual tiket.
Nah itu dah maksudnya.
Tapi di Kamplong harga?
Nah, ada just tip beli merchandise lagi. Aku pas beliin kalian tuh yang nitip-nitip di grup tuh, aku udah kadang pulang ada just tipnya. Bayarin Gojek aja dia. Oh dia.
Ini yang buat Ted.
Mari kita login dulu nih. Kita bermain Tejo.
Si Jess nyari siapa aja nyari nih tiket?
Bertiga aja kayak.
Sama Jess.
Iya. Jess.
Masih nangis dia.
Sudahi dulu sedihmu, kita bahas Thailand dulu.
Cari.
Tapi
Tahu kenapa suaranya Jet jauh? Dia
kenapa?
lagi mukul-mukul bantal tuh.
Bantal isi wajahnya Jing.
Iya.
Jangan ditonton guys, kalau ditonton pasti kalah dia.
Looked a lot more settled today and a lot more comfortable. I'm really happy that they picked Bind again. This is sort of proving it to themselves in a way, going, no, our Bind is better than that. We promise we're going to take it to one of the best in Pacific and we're going to absolutely rock.
Yeah, it's important to show that level of confidence and to have that objectivity. It can be very easy to get smashed on a map, to get figured out a little bit by a certain team, and to lose all confidence. But the sign of a very good team is knowing when to back yourself. And man, Buzz was so good, so many multi-frags in that series, even pulling the op out at the end.
Yeah, and you know this guy is so deadly on the op, and just when you could feel the motivation in his eyes as well, right? You know he wanted that, especially against PRX, where he's like, I've been up against these guys so many times before.
He was just honestly on fire this game, like you say, so many multi-kills. He was leading from the front.
Second
He was all over PRX.
Berarti dari tanggal 20 hari Minggu kemarin sudah buka tiketnya, cuma khusus Mastercard.
Mastercard duluan nih. Langsung sold out semua Mastercard.
Ya kan iklannya Mastercard kan kalau yang Thrifty itu kan.
Oh iya.
Gua nggak ada Mastercard. Yang cuma Visa. Tunggu yang tadi, udah sold out. Mudahan besok masih ada sisanya.
So you can see that the tandem is working, and I can tell you're very, very happy to, have Buzz on your team, Pilsky.
Yeah, 100%. Picked him for a reason. He's just Mr. Consistent. Like, this is his 100%. But even his B game, that's the great thing about Buzz. Even Buzz's B game is consistently getting those entries and finding value
Second
no matter
wave.
what. When he's taking over the whole server,
Sama aja juga menonton Grand Final, menonton ini sekitar segitu juga harganya.
Oh. Ya beda dikit.
Iya.
Cuma yang Grand Final tuh ada tier 4-nya jadi lebih jauh. Terus harganya juga beda dikit. Beda 100-200 sama group stage.
Part 2-nya apa aja?
Fracture.
PRX.
Siapa berarti nemenin Jing?
Neon. Kalau nggak sih
Neonnya gini ya? Siapa neonnya?
Percekan. Bang lagi.
Apa Jing main neonnya? Nggak mungkin Jing
Nggak
cuma
mungkin.
lagi.
Lotus Jing man ya. Yang darat.
I think maybe you should be hopping in the coach slot for PRX, or assistant coach slot at some point, because they might be needing a little bit of help. I mean, T1 were just running like their set plays. They had a great idea of what PRX wanted to do, and it felt like everything that they did worked, including those flash plays, but even the execs on the other side of the map. It felt like they were always coming out ahead out of every exchange.
I do want to ask though, this is potentially PRX coming in cold. Is this, Is this comeback gonna, come back on Fracture?
It has to. I mean, they are in the upper bracket, so they do have some room for error. I think T1 yesterday, they did already play Fracture, so there is at least some film on T1 that PRX could have seen. They did close out one half pretty concisely against Boom, and we saw yesterday T1 running the Neon on Buzz, and he was kind of more of a space creator for Izu, who was the one yesterday going ballistic on Raze rather than, or the day before yesterday rather, going ballistic on Raze rather than Buzz this time on Bind. So they've got so many players that can just be heavy hitters in terms of the fragging.
Yeah, absolutely. But having the take for Bind didn't help PRX in this game. And this is exactly what I spoke about before. Why sometimes having that advantage starting deeper down the bracket means you're cold. Looked like T1 had shaken off their issues. They looked good on Fracture anyway. But that was the map that they won against.
I think Boom lit a bit of a fire under their butt for this game, and they got out some of that complacency weeded out a little bit in the opening game.
Yeah, I think if T1 are able to step up their Fracture as much as they've stepped up their Bind, PRX is going to have to play a great game.
Yeah, and I love the kind of like, you know what, that was brilliant, let's play it again. This unfinished business kind of thing. It really goes to show, like, for this team that is made up of, so many big names, already this unfinished mentality on this team, right? It's super team, Pesky, super team.
Yeah,
the hype is back.
Yeah, but PRX, it's the power of friendship, Mika, and you and I are friends, so you should be a little bit nicer.
Okay, that's your excuse.
I'm on the hype train. Choo-choo.
Let's go, T1 Korea.
I know, exactly. But I'm hyped for this match because, like, I did vote for PRX as well because I just feel like this is part of the roller coaster. And PRX fans, you feel me on this? It goes down first, and then it goes up, and then it goes upside down.
We all voted for PRX, and Paperthin's just sitting there,
Yes, how comfy is he?
He's feeling good. He's feeling really good right now.
I think turn it around between map 1 and map 2. They definitely got a little bit more informed towards the end of that game. It looked like they were settling in a little bit more because before that we saw so many uncharacteristic whiffs.
Uncharacteristic?
I don't think they whiffed normally. I think they're pretty good.
Alex might have something to say
True,
about that,
yeah.
maybe.
You might disagree.
Hey, look, before Valorant came out, I saw a lot of Alex whiffs, so I don't know who. I'm just saying.
I'm glad that came from you, not from me.
Hey, I used to cast him, so I've seen many Alex whiffs, and I'm sure he will say the same.
You go all the way back. But yeah, I mean, like, I think it's part of that, that PRX roller coaster that we're all on. Going back to, like, something that the casters mentioned, this potential double duelist on double duelist. Are we seeing that especially from a team that just declared themselves all duelists at this point? From the very beginning, by the way, which they were trolling us as well on the roles.
Yeah, I mean, this T1 comp, it kind of reminds me, whenever you get this double duelist flavor with the Neon, you're creating a lot of chaos, you're doing some very up-tempo kind of gameplay, creating those retakes and even those pop site executes, the equivalent of what you see over on Pearl when you run the Yoru and the Neon and you just, like, snap TP into side with the fast lane straight across. Those are the kind of plays that you're going to get from T1. The thing is, though, that you do have PRX picking this map. They should be very confident on it, and this team is a team that thrives in the chaos. And, you're going to see T1 trying to create that chaos, and PRX, that should be, if they wake up a little bit, their comfort zone, really.
Yeah, I really want to see, double duelists from PRX here. We didn't see the most of something on that fade, right? It definitely felt flat for me. He didn't look like he was his usual self. I don't see a reason why you can't be playing Jet Raze, or at least Jet paired with another duelist. Something is good across the board. I want to see him be way more active, way more forward. He had to be far too supportive.
PRX have just had this inherent role crisis for a long time, where I think they've just played the same style for such a long time. They're trying to explore other options, and it's the thing that all the pundits say about PRX is, like, can they actually have that flexibility in terms of the individual roles? And they feel like they can't. They have to play these different comps. That Bind comp, for example, is a bit more of a U2 combo kind of comp with the deadlock as well. You do see Forsaken being a very flexible player that can play pretty much anything, but there are other players that have already been criticized for rolling flexibility, so it's kind of a rough situation that PRX have been in, but they're the team that's opted to not make roster changes, to try to explore different roles and give it another try. So I guess this specific season will be the test of whether it's going to get
Are you saying that
Baru sadar.
comfort in the roles is the reason maybe they should just do what they've always been doing.
Tadi scroll ya kan.
Di mana sih kalian?
Lean into
Itu yang dikasih sama Jazz kemarin.
No, they should not follow them, man. That's
Oh,
what
ini
I'm
masih
saying.
ada
No,
sih.
that's not how they've made their name.
Grup
PRX
tapi grup stage.
their own style of Valorant, and I really want them to stick with that. They shouldn't water themselves down.
Tanggal
The first map was extremely
21.
I didn't love the
Kebanyakan
competition,
21.
but it's not for me to say, you know. I think they know more about
Grup
their
stage
players than us.
21.
I can see why they stick with it, but I really don't want them to water themselves down. I want something crazy.
You're inspired
Yang
me
buat
here. I shouldn't
interface-nya
water
ini.
myself down. You heard
Sangat
that. You
tidak
heard that.
user
Everybody,
friendly.
just me, you. And here we are into our agents.
Dikasih melon nih, Jan.
Ya.
We're seeing Teo. That is right.
Yeah, Forsaken's going to be the one on
I'm
the
not
Teo, and
surprised.
something on the
Oke, coba lihat lagi ya.
flash in it. You're going to see T1 sticking to their guns. They're not
Ini cari yang tanggal
playing the
22.
the Teo, but PRX pretty much playing the Abreed Metacom. We saw it as a mirror in just the previous series, so we'll see if Neon is going to be.
Apanya bisa ke-scroll lagi?
Chaos sowing action in the past.
Ah, di seatnya itu
Creating space for
kan
easy
milih.
last time around, or whether Teo will be once again that
Kayak beli gini bioskop tuh loh.
Oh,
Tapi ternyata masih ada di bawah-bawahnya itu.
Double duelers can break past it.
Yeah, we'll see indeed. If
Nggak
they
kelihatan
break past
gininya
all
dia,
of these obstacles
barnya
as we
nih.
toss it on over to our casters for
Udah nggak tahu nggak bisa di
Fracture,
scroll.
take it away.
Mas kok dikit banget seatnya.
Let's go ahead, get into this 1-2-1 first on that attack. Double duelist. Moves over to the Rays. Buzz here with that Neon.
Yeah, last time around this worked a treat.
Tanggal 22 kok malah udah habis ya? Tanggal 22 tuh hari apa?
Popping.
Oh, weekend soalnya.
KD
Weekend.
really just thriving, you know, being able to kind of go back to one of the roles that he really made a name for himself on.
Kayaknya weekend yang cepet soalnya.
udah mulai.
Opportunity again and a fast hit for Buzz.
Hah?
That it is.
Udah mulai guys.
Does go out, Buzz eating up the damage, and all of it, in fact, is going to be in the chance to take it down. Jay will find that Mind Freak. Ends up with another, so solid stuff here on the defense. Is out, just run them down.
Flawless gini, bos.
Yes.
Wah, ini something, wah menyala sudah nih, menyala ini. Dikasih kill di pistoran, cimakan deh.
Kalau kalian gak kebayang itu sebenarnya itu kayak setengah populasinya planet Bekasi.
Kayaknya pertanda di kemenangan ini ya.
Great combo there on top of Buzz to get him down with the paint shells.
Sabar, Meong, aku masih buat lapor. Aku masih buat.
Saw that first map, you gotta be thinking, oh boy, PRX is cooked, it's over. No, this is PRX. We've seen this way too many times.
Kemarin nggak dapat main fracture ya.
Not only just that, but also, you know, first game back.
Right, that's exactly it.
Even a team like PRX, you know, you set high expectations that can have a, you know, some doubles. Meteor, miss those.
It's just so good with that gun.
Jangan kabelnya dimakan, Meong.
It's unfair. Now you can't really mess with it.
Iya bro.
Mati dong.
Gila boy.
Sheriff will be able to put him down. Jay at the same time able to go ahead, come across with a kill, getting rid of Meteor. Bulldog in hand. Spike will get planted. We're going to a 3v3 for PRX.
Masih ada something.
Additional damage. This is where the costly weapons
Diputerin dong.
really start to hurt. Too tough to find. No box here. Gets a spot. Gets the headshot. Take him down.
Lompat! Kepencet tuh lompatnya asli. Jas. Halo Jas. Telepon
Lagi
Jas.
banting-banting barang.
Telepon Jas. Tadi ada suaranya soalnya. Kenapa-napa
Pura
tadi.
hilang dia.
Aku khawatir.
Sakit leherku tiba-tiba. Kenapa ya?
This is one of those things that good teams do.
Apa yang terjadi
They
barusan?
win ecos. They win rounds they shouldn't because they have players who are so good. Those lower buy weaponries, whether it be Izu with the Sheriff, Meteor with the Marshal. Those things are difference makers. They're economy
Bayar
breakers.
kesalahan.
This shot right there, so clean.
Kapan tadi lompat di side tuh nembak goblok banget.
Bersecond, apa? Main freak.
Kepencet pasti itu.
Saatnya ganti ke mouse ke super light.
Beliau mengira pelurunya ke bawah.
Ulet aja.
Lamzu X fanatik.
Iya dia aneh-aneh, mau saya pakai super light aja udah.
Patience is the virtue right now, knowing that you could see one of those PRX sort of combo plays, especially with the Tejo in effect. And of course, Forsaken has to continue his Agent World tour.
Yep. Comes out, gotta play it.
That's correct.
Playing new agents is Zoomer buying every generation of iPhone that comes out.
Sure.
Gotta have it. The megapixels.
It's like Pokemon.
Clear.
That's the only reference I can pick out of that.
Well, already a good amount of damage taken here on the side of PRX. Jing, Divide, both down to 30-some HP. Something to join them in that metric. So far, going to be sent forward. Something going to be taken down. Very position. Divide with a nice peek out. It's a headshot there on a medium. Izu lost the way. Catches the glimpse of Buzz.
Aduh.
Like there's the
Pembantaian.
Go ahead and
Ini
set
bantai
Team
tuh.
1 now up 2-1.
Crossfire so good here. And so, a couple of things that I had in my notes coming into
700.
this season for Team 1. First and foremost, was
Anya.
they actually set up a lot of trap plays. You're not going to see it this round. But the other thing was their temuwork and their post plans. They're so good in the offseason. Like those were the things that really weren't there against Boom as much. Eventually, it started to feel like it. But on Bind and now again here on Fracture, you're starting to see more of that. You're starting to see that teamwork. You're starting to see really annoying post plans. So kind of set up this time as just a flirtation here. Maybe to bait out the showstopper.
It worked a treat if that was the intention.
That was so good.
Everyone got exactly what they wanted. Now looking to try to push their way forward onto the site and immediately clean off Sylvan. Absolutely leaving him down.
Aneh.
So good, man.
Sylvan taking a shot.
Tejo. Waduh.
Himself though will fall. Coming away with one. Jake jumping up over the top of the box, able to find the enemy breach, but Buzz just peeks out through that sewer. Immediately kind of rotates back around towards Arcade. Mind Freak. Meteor finds one and Izu.
Waduh.
Go ahead and pick apart Forsaken.
0-1, 3-1 gini jadinya.
PRX have their
Yes. Pukul bantalnya, yes.
Diam.
So good.
Nanti aja deh Jess rank pasti kill banyak deh.
Disgusting stuff. Stacks.
Lampiaskan kemarahan.
Iya.
Please explain yourself on this one, Jing. God, that's so good. Everybody just knows their
I'm
executing it to perfection.
Lengket, no?
That's really what T1 needs to just keep doing. They're one away from a couple big
Coba main 10 jam sehari setahun.
online.
Mbak ini aja kerjaannya.
Mati sih itu.
Iya.
Woi, ini.
Ngapain?
Nah, baru keluar suaranya cuy. Belum menang Jess.
Udah. Mio.
Banget troll sih absen di sana.
TV kan udah duluan.
TV Wanda dulu.
Absen Meteor nih bos.
Dan lagi. Absen. Ya. Flash.
Ya kali. Nah.
Tumben disiplin nggak ngepick satu.
Somehow able to scrape together a
Oh
bulldog.
baris deh.
Put it to phenomenal use. I mean, they knew that somewhere on the map,
Kayaknya flashnya deh.
T1 was
Salah
going to
comms.
want an orb, and they
Lah,
picked the
flash.
correct one and just nailed it. With the backup there with the breach util as well for Jing.
Nice bye.
The hard read pays off. I mean, that's something that Boom was doing so well. Let's see if PRX can find a few more. This time around, it's going to be the showstopper, although I don't imagine this connects with anything.
I think not.
Yeah, take that. Take that, stealth drone.
There's a press there, can't find it. Stacks holding here over towards rope at Sands. For the concussed out, push out of the smoke. Stacks is fully lined up. However, able to find one, clears out that boom. The meteor swings back around to try to get
Oh, nice trade per second.
Lagi dan lagi.
The Armageddon available.
Digendong per second.
Goes across the second door, opened up Buzz, able to find one divide, trading back the other.
Waduh.
Waduh.
Brings it to a 1v1.
Dar.
Ya, something.
Trying to go for the tap, but Buzz
Pisau terus.
finds the kill.
Oh, aku dengar ada yang banteng keyboard nih, siapa nih?
Aduh, kasihan keyboard baru. Sama PO.
Keyboard baru lagi dibanding.
Sama PO-nya nanti Jess. Ada yang ready.
Ya lama banget.
Lord, keyboardmu tuh Lord, aku nggak ada banteng ya. Masa sih?
Pisau anjay. Ya lo.
Where Buzz was, but Buzz was already bussing. Here he goes again.
Bu.
Basically the same setup. Waits
Bu.
here, sends out the relay, tucks back. Turn on the corner, Sylvan.
Itu dia.
Taking down, Forsaken's finding one, but Stacks. Relay keeps it traded.
Hilang.
Surprise.
Overwhelmed, can't make anything happen there. Buzz to a roaring start here on the map. Izu
Ada.
wins the fray by taking down Jing. Snappy headshot has that showstopper available once again.
Saya ada kepikiran mau pakai surprise itu.
He swung into it knowing that he swung out into the
Satu kali otaknya per second.
Showstopper.
Ya,
Absolutely
Mantap
destroyed.
anjing.
And Jing
Kali otaknya per second.
this competitive.
Ngebom molinya di depan. Dia tahu Ngeneolnya bakal ngepush.
Langsung
Langsung ngerin
surprise.
drone. Udah cuma di otaknya, Bang. Kalau aku udah ketekan Windows key itu keluar gitu.
Variations in the way that Buzz is attempting to get space on A Hall. It's, you know, the first round was a full push out. Then it was the bait for the showstopper. This round it's a change up where they've got reinforcements there to try to make those trades, and they look so good. But then Jing shows up, finds the perfect timing on the paint shells.
200 IQ bom udah.
Kasih. Siapa ini nama?
For the last pack board on top of the box. Classic setup there from Jing, but
Kelihatan oleh sini. Oleh sini cang nih oleh sih.
Izu trying to challenge here against Divine.
King.
Aduh lah. Sampai larinya itu.
Killjoy will get caught.
I've got Rolling Thunder, Lockdown, Orbital Strike.
Meteor, he is on a hell of a walkabout at the moment.
Yeah, well, this is so
Lo cang oleh nian di cermin Delta Force na.
Lob in on the paint shells, just keeping this rope access controlled. Meteor slowly, steadily.
Astaga, Meteor di sini dong. Waduh, absen semua, bro. Aduh,
Dapet.
gila, hampir dapat 4.
Kok otomatis semua ngerti
Itu
lagi anjing.
langsung bersejarah sih. Kayak boom di kerek-kerek.
Ah, gara-gara di pick. Este.
PRX maintain that 2-round advantage.
Gonna keep the Orbital Strike as well. For Sylvan.
Hampir dapat 4.
Searching for a gun upgrade. Gonna get it. Go hunting.
Fanatik kayaknya bakal kalah.
Snappy from Stacks.
Kok bisa ngomongin fanatik? Fokus dulu pertandingan ini.
Gara-gara baru ingat gara-gara ada anomali.
Particularly strong. No one has anybody.
Ya, Jas, habis ini bandai-bandai, Jas. Digerang, Jas.
Surely one day we'll all find out.
Luapkan amarahmu, Jas.
Oof.
Dia tertawa tapi terluka.
Rex di tengah, di tengah-tengah aja udah aneh.
Rolling Thunder, the lockdown, orbital strike.
Yeah.
Bisa banyak ngekill dia di lawan PRX. Woi.
PRX should have a pretty good idea that
Ah.
they're stacked up in tree or they're coming from the other side of the map. Oh, such a good dodge. Oh no, it caught him. All their attention should be turning towards arcade or towards dish. You know that it's almost certainly one of those.
Dihancurin. Ini tak bilang di bawah tetap bisa dihancurin.
Coming through. Massive approach here.
Boleh, gila gak TJ tuh.
Of course, cleared out by the veil. Izu, last pack pass here is low. It's all chaos here within the
Itu
smoke.
ngapain?
Kan ada
Players lost, orbital strike gonna be sent out, but it doesn't find anyone.
Gitu perang sih.
There was a riot going on around Devi, and he's just strolling through there. walk in the park. 3 rifles. The Rolling Thunder is
Saya
just
takut
another
ada
save.
king.
Based on Jing's movements,
Ya, saving.
really wary about a deep flank, but yeah, the call to save is
Saving
gonna
strat.
be T1.
2 kata lucu.
And we'll get to 6 at least here on this attack now. Just continue
Yes,
to
tadi gitu aja bro, yes. Saving
Tinggal
strat
apa?
gitu, 2 kata lucu aja.
Nah, kayaknya mati nggak masuk juga santai. Mati udah gak ada harapan. Udah crazy gitu, anjing.
Sakitnya
perasaan aku nih. Penalti udah kalah lawan BBL ya.
Wah,
2-0.
DRK ke Vitality.
Quite interesting. I think another thing that
Ada Sugar Surinavi. Keren-keren sih.
you know the storylines for T1 coming into this year is they are obviously star-studded. They are very talented individually, and in a match like
Aceh
this,
bagus sekali
gets
main.
scrappy
Ada
when it gets
sadap.
down in the mud. Their individual mechanics are still just so good. They can square up right against a team like PRX. This is their wheelhouse. And, you know, you saw it last year with Gen G, who's just got so much firepower. They can fight their way through some bad situations, and still some good reads from T1, of course. But when they've been challenged, when PRX has tried to get tricky, tried to get creative, a lot of the time,
Loh kok
thoroughly well
bisa?
handled because the coordination is there, because the teamwork is there.
Wah, di marah ada Jing dulu. Jing jenuh cuman gitu kalau pecat dan Cina lewat sekenci main.
This round just same thing.
Toprak ya Jing.
PRX, you'd love to convert here because the cash is not so good. Once again, behind all of this, and now T1 has started to bank up an economy. I mean, there was a moment there.
Avenger.
For both sides. T1 is
Setun.
strike. Here goes Jing. There you go. There's that box.
Once again, but everybody's north side, unfortunately.
Bisa langsung nakrik di atas itu.
Playing away from any kind of potential.
Tadi DRX kan dapat kill di sana.
Just an idea of what Rex were going to be looking to try to pull, but that being said, they haven't scaled forward towards the site. Meteor waiting to try to go for another long lurk. It's a pretty unorthodox setup. Well, Aftershock gets sent through. Buzz out ahead of this.
Halo guys, halo. Ngilang dari live ya.
Reads it well. Meteor going to be taken down. And this
Mati yang nge-push
Buzz as well gets found over in A main.
This is quite interesting. Didn't want to invest the orbital strike to clear the lockdown. Going to try the other side of the map. PRX is well aware.
Avenger.
Is hustling to get to the other side. Now you got Forsaken up in tower with the Tejo.
Come.
Shots there across on the stacks.
Okay.
Going out, Mind Freak finding one, and there's the cleanup.
Nice.
Comes up with 2 quick kills. PRX. Timeout called leading. A very necessary round victory. Count just down to 2. Still an opportunity for them to make this a 6-6 and rescue this half. Already though, doing well to get to where they're at.
Taking control of the tunnels is going to be really key. Don't let Meteor live down there. Don't let him be the team.
Wede.
You want to let them come out. Meteor's been down there
Pantas
a lot.
lagi
It's
watch
been
party
causing
di
problems, so
headspinnya.
pretty smart. Is that one? They're still turtles, right? Like, they still have anyway.
I don't know.
Haha, dicoba lagi.
Ocong.
Would have been absolutely insane. Buzz finding one apiece here.
Coba
Mind Freak
lagi,
stuck up,
but-
trying to push forward. Jordy in hand. Buzz will be able to cut him down to size. Push for Divine. Get the kill here on the Meteor, but now Poor losing out on one of his teammates.
Aduh.
Gets a second, but cannot try to drag him back into this. 3 players left standing as T1 get up 7-4, looking for an 8-4 half.
Yeah, this is kind of a Jing special. He had the space completely open in the previous round, thought he could just get there for free, or maybe it'd just be, you know, Meteor out there like we saw with Forsaken challenging him out in that space. Instead, it's a lot of T1, and it don't go so good. That's okay, because if they can get this round, honestly, it's a pretty fine half, I think, for PRX on this defender side.
Yeah, it's certainly
Kata Tiwannya, ayo ke tempat itu aja.
Stinger in the hands here of Mindfreak.
Bemin. Kenapa emang? Jinx di situ salah isi kill.
Everybody from T1 getting clustered up and ready to attack. One B. Alarm bot going to be cleared out. Showstopper at the ready. Easy trying to lead the charge, but Chang!
Iya.
Iya. Able to find Paul
Baru
Jones,
dibilangin,
but
ya.
absolutely get destroyed.
Pas mati.
Oh, Forsaken kejepit kali sih.
The rest of the approach here is
Ih,
set.
Eh.
That peek into the smoke. Cannot find the punish. Meteor arriving now from tower. Peeks out. Finds Cloud. Is dead. The spike is stranded. As is Meteor.
Mantap.
He will fall. 7-5 here at the half. PRX running it back.
Ada harapan.
Bending.
8 susah.
Comeback.
Makasih Tiwan memberi angka hiburan.
Dava itu kayak FNS-nya udah tua.
Iya.
Angkel kan?
Jadi rakyat terhibur melihat pertandingannya. Terlalu bantai-bantai nggak seru coy.
Iya benar.
Oh dia.
Kau diam.
Skor hiburan kuning ciki.
Nggak lucu 2-0. Ya J, nggak lucu 2-0.
Iya. Minimal fake comeback 2-1 lah.
Iya. Dibuat punya harapan langsung dijatuhkan.
Siap Wan, aja abai Wan sih ya jas mure.
Nggak ngaruh, yang penting PRX kalah.
Ya, Fanatik kalah soal kemarin. 2 hari yang lalu.
Pokoknya kekalahan tim kesayangan kawan adalah kesenangan tersendiri.
Ya sama-sama di lower bracket lah. Kesempatan masih ada Jess. Tapi lawannya Navi Fanatik lawan Sugetsu nanti. Apa ya besok?
Tenang, PRX lawannya Boom. Ada harapan, Jess.
Ada. Ini ntar kita comeback santai aja mah. Ini lagi di briefing nih, caranya menang nih.
PRX siapa IGL? Dava?
PRX nggak ada IGL, Pak.
IGL diri sendiri semua. Aku Fanatik.
Saya lihat mainnya kayak
Fanatik.
gitu. Dari dulu kan begini nggak ada IGL.
With their double duo, it's something you would normally expect that the team on the other side of the coin is going to be rocking with. Quick push out for Buzz.
Met with Flash. Has to try to back
Oh mak.
Looks to try to lock them here in place.
Panik kau dek.
A little bit of pushing and shoving there.
Under.
Kind of pinned, however. Bit of an explore. Turret there will check if push continues. To hold the line a little bit.
Udah dimajuin. 2 lawan 5. Kalah Tiwan.
Dar.
Nah kan.
Oh. Kontrat 2-1 doang.
Tik Spider-Man.
Awas.
Oh no, it did not.
Knockdown.
Sliding tackle.
Aduh.
Satu lagi.
Skor hiburan.
Meteor nggak guna. Aduh bangsa.
Skor hiburan.
Kasih 7-10 langsung 13-10.
Feeling it now. Calls are looking quite good. There's just too much going on.
Aku kasih tahu aja Wan, Pak J, kalau ini menang, nggak habis kalian dianjing-anjingin sama si Geo.
Tak ngaruh. Hiburan kita tuh sebatas ini aja selama pertandingan nih.
Iya benar.
Tim kesayangan main bacotin.
Momen-momen aduh.
Salah sendiri mengakui tim kesayangan.
Itu Fanatik nggak ada watch party ya. Sendiri nonton di kamar.
Mainnya tengah malam.
Sedih sendiri.
Habis main sampai jam berapa tuh Fanatik main J itu? Oh, iya.
Jam 12, jam 11 sampai jam 12.
Oh, lebih.
Jam 12. Game pertamanya jam 12.
Jam 12 WIB J.
Oh iya. Jam 1 berarti.
Iya, pas selesai kita main.
Mati nih.
Udah
Sabar
panas di
Jess.
samping.
Sabar Jess. Jess sabar Jess langsung. Sabar Jess. Dia geregetan Jess.
VS ya?
Kill hiburannya nih lihat nih. Udah kan.
Ya Tuhan, PRX kalau menang Jazz pap TT-nya. Jazz tunjukkan pentilmu tuh Jazz.
Nyamete.
Pentilmu kan keras waktu SMA.
Anjing.
Apa maksudmu?
Adu pentul. Pas SMA udah pernah adu pentul.
Ajaib kalian ini.
Scary. It's going to clear a lot of space on this map. Push out. 4-1 split.
Ini laba-laba hijau ini memang ngeselin.
No resistance over towards A hall. Now we're starting to see the rotations. Breaks up this setup.
Hancurin trap itu.
It's nice.
Down one of the nanos, or maybe the alarm button on the entry to the site. Gone. Jake flies back and forth. The iPad open. Meteor, however,
Awas.
within the smoke. He finds it, but can't quite confirm the kill. 3v4
Second.
stacks immediately. Finding 2 quick kills. Find on the peek out. Across, but the paint shell lands right at
Wait, Iko habis.
Stacks will find Jing. 2 players left standing overall. A very solid anti-bonus, or rather a solid
Udah. Dikasih 7 doang ternyata aja. Kirain mau dikasih 10 ya, kasih 7 doang.
This I thought for a moment was cooked. I thought PRX had the bonus in the bag. This entry catches Sylvan.
Ini lagi buka map.
Then, okay, Meteor's there, but there's a good cover by something to make sure that Meteor can't do any follow-up damage. However, they spread the map a little bit. Stacks and Buzz working together nicely. Again, covering for each other. Then Stacks in positions, finds that off angle. Open things up for his teammate.
Seru-seru banget ini ya.
Seal the deal. Something with an
Bocil
operator
Sentinel ada, bocil Fnatic ada, bocil NG ada.
Astaga,
ROP.
Bit of a walkabout. What does Devi have to say?
Mati kau ibas, mati kau bas. Cot, absen dulu guys. Uncle udah marah, udah muak. Spec mau di absen juga, Spec.
Aduh, gimana?
Reassess that plant spot now.
Terus maksudnya nggak ada ininya, nggak ada apa?
Loh, main break lagi op banget sih.
Iya, ada banget.
Something, tembak dia something.
Ih.
Kontol.
Itu trik mengelabui aja nih, lihat nih. Nggak usah panik-panik ya para newbie ya.
Miss.
Enggak.
Waduh, kena kaki, cok.
66 health between the two of them. The time just not on their side. T1 will have to
Kaburin
call
Cimos,
off.
Udah kena tembakan peringatan, udah mundur langsung mereka.
Again, so many of these rounds, even all the way back to Bind, come down to just individual micro plays or these kind of scrappy team fights, but in this case it's just Devi. Just knocks down 2 instantly.
Nih, tengok nih. Dar.
Steady pair of hands. You're able to win a couple flanks on the fights on the flank. Problem becomes is that
They walked into my crosshair.
they walked into my crosshair.
They absolutely did.
You're not wrong. Great crosshair placement, but showstopper there made things so difficult in the long run. That's truly a big problem. Gotta do what you can to keep this
Lagi
operator
ngepas
going, man.
berdua.
know that it's still in play. Buzz is trying to get on a little bit more of a forward angle. Oh! Find the kill. Relay bolt going to be sent forward, and Buzz collects a second. Pushes up past.
Aduh, dipaksa.
Forsaken covering fire, able to go ahead. Find a little bit of
Oh,
nice.
Mantap anjing.
Aduh, tiga lagi. Bonfire gak troll sih, gak seru gak seru. Guys, nge-troll.
Diketawain. Pai, tahu Pai. Manis.
Ibu-ibu pakai kelas itu sebuah
Baru
Penghinaan
terakhir baik kan masuk kan.
Difference maker right now. That looked like it had T1 written all over it. They had such a good read.
Alarm bot is there. Oh, no. They recalled. Swarms set up here on the entryway. Live watching the angle. Sends it. Sylvan is already up in front of it, but is not able to cross that first hurdle. Forsaken will go ahead and pick him off. He and Divine now just one away from their respective ultimates. PRX are in the lead.
Just another individual outplay. The setup here is so good. They hold that angle, they follow in. Buzz makes the right read here to push ahead of that nade to try to take Jing down, and Jing just counter swings. Comes right back with a 2K of his own. Setup's looking really, really good right now for PRX. The responses are starting to come together, and they will need a timeout here for T1 to try to slow down this PRX momentum.
Ada pasti.
Yeah, the rust has been completely removed.
Oh, karena di Korea mungkin semua ke sini. Semua ke stage.
They bring this back to parity where PRX start being able to streak forward. We'll take a look at the economy here in a moment.
Yeah, I think this is a toughie. Because some of my ideas are kind of what we saw in that previous round. Try to cut PRX off at the point of attack. Maybe you got to find a way to slow Jing down now. Okay, I don't know if PRX is another operator. Doesn't seem so. But they're so close to some ults, they might be playing for more. It looks like kind of T1 had a similar idea to what we saw in the previous half, where PRX came through and went to dish, shut down the order.
Play here on the Divine. As yep, just takes the rope out towards safety. Punisher not found. Shot is just kind of dancing in after him, but not finding any kind of contact.
Other movement, so the call was to just go right back to me. That was the anticipated move. They are 100% correct. You get the read off the util as well.
Lockdown. Nothing really that you're going to be able to do other than match it, so ult for ult will go through. Buzz already anticipating the wrap back down towards that A site. Meteor back as well. Allowing for that KJ setup to come back into play, but ultimately PRX are just waiting this out. Now the stim beacon coming through, and everybody ready to rush their way back through. Two contain actually did come in as well. Either way, no one going to be getting punished quite just yet, but it's going to be a full 5v5 in the post plan.
It's going to come down to outmaneuver who here, trying to find another angle. Buzz will be coming from the north.
After shot crossover towards Canteen, holding them back for the moment. Forsaken has been tagged up. 5 health coming through as the Armageddon. Players from T1 in front of this one.
Astaga, siapa flash tuh anjing, teammate flash. Tolong. Oh, betul, tapi nice.
Lari.
Tiba-tiba mau dapet kill. Let's go. Nice.
Now have a 2-round lead.
They're just on top of things, and that attempted retake just gets shut right down. A great flash.
Kubu sebelah kok diam aja, Jas?
Sepi ya?
Iya dong.
Asik.
Udah gak ada bahan lagi. Udah bangun.
Udah bosen.
Agak sunyi sedikit gitu ya. Ada apa ya?
Template, mainnya template.
Mending nonton Islam Makachev.
do anything about it. Now they've got some ults. Now they've got a showstopper. Now they got a rolling thunder.
They don't have any weapons.
Yeah.
Two sheriffs, a stinger, a ghost.
Let's got his ult, so could be a difference maker.
Once again, T1, you can kind of see getting a read here. Stack Opponent's Lonesome here on the B site, which is the classic in hand. Everybody now on that approach.
Thanks, Mati.
Nice.
Here for the taking for
Five. Control five. Anjing.
Pushes out of the smoke, doesn't manage to find one.
Threat.
Just get flushed out. Doing well to find the one before getting taken out, but Jing is still so damn
Amat tuh bas. Amat tuh bas.
with the kill. PRX now just two
Itu map kita guys. Aman aja bos.
Bos. Aman bos.
Masa sih?
Susah mah orang yang nggak believe nih emang susah emang.
Bak Winter.
the setup, the smokes that were
Yes.
too hard to try to push out of it with that. I don't know.
Coba dia bentar ya.
Might as well try.
Kok sepi ya?
Jing is freaking dialed in.
Emang gitu, emang susah.
Destroying. I mean, him and Forsaken both, but
Woi, pocong lu bos.
Ngapain tuh bos?
Meteor is able to find kill here on the Jing. Meanwhile, Stacks
Waduh,
trying to just stave off
nggak bahaya tak?
Showstopper not gonna find much here. Izu can jump up over the top as Meteor gets tucked in alongside the row. So intense the orbital strike.
Huh?
A monstrous, crazy, chaotic crashing here.
Nice.
He thrives in this.
Itulah dia.
Mows down 4 and my
Itulah
God.
dia.
Siapa yang nggak believe tuh? Mana suara coba? Mana?
Enggak, aku faktor beli lah.
Okay, yeah, this one it gets a little weird.
yeah.
Anjing.
Kan hari pertama tak bilang something bunuh 2 atau 3 pistol round. Kunci kemenangan tuh.
Hampir.
Bicara boy.
If PRX menang tinggal hujat fanatik aja sih.
Takes PRX up to map point, was down to 4 HP. Divine's gonna be pressured out, gets taken up and by Freak. He's able to find two.
Udah map 3,
Mau main otot juga ada main otot.
Stacks, bunuh dia.
Udah map 3.
Kok multi bos? Ya nggak apa-apa lah.
Meteor jadi tai. Ayo.
Aduh, absen bos.
Kelihatan ya nggak hitam itu.
Ayo laba-laba.
Ping is not gonna reveal Meteor.
Nah.
Belum selesai dulu dah, baru dia kena main.
Spot out here. Oh, Jing finds a headshot.
Tenang, something masih ada.
Looking for the clutch. 9 bullets
Something.
left.
Something tajam ini, bos.
Up in towards tower.
Something. Tolong aku something.
Bit of time to work with. It's the
Turret confirms the
Aduh
position.
ketahuan dong.
thinks it.
Can set up the now, try to deny the peak coming through, taps it, but no, it's been destroyed.
Jumping dulu dong.
Just 2 bullets. Swaps over the classic, knows that he needs to
Mundur.
Mampus
ya, ngentot ya.
Rono nih.
Well, PRX kept trying to drag him
Susah emang sama
in,
hater-hater
and
gitu.
finally,
Iya.
T1 is
Ada yang mau bilang nggak masuk PRX.
even when it looks like T1 is a great
Jadi
play
agak
lineup,
sunyi sedikit ya.
ult
Baru
Masuk itu
lega.
boom.
Taken just says no.
Agak sunyi sedikit ya. Memang agak susah sedikit 2 lawan 5 orang ya.
Memang minoritas tuh emang susah.
And with the quote-unquote meta comp that we're seeing on Fracture, they look stellar. They look just so hard to break, especially when they get those spikes down. T1 just the
Ingat besok bangun pagi beli tiket.
Ikut satu dong.
Ayo.
Nggak bisa no.
Bacot banget.
Busanya kemana nih ya?
5 or 6 in a row at the end there for PRX.
Grand Finals. Masa nggak nonton Grand Final gitu nih?
Like you said, in the end, it looks like the rust has been shaken off that, or maybe bind to something that still needs some work. Either way, PRX showing up here in a big way on Fracture. Take us the distance. They give us exactly what we were asking for here, Paper Thin, and that is a full 6 maps of play here today.
That's
Series
what we wanted.
ramping up, yeah. That's all we wanted, and that is what we are going to get. So not going home anytime soon, it would seem. Split on the horizon, and who in the hell knows what's going to happen over there. I cannot wait to find out. But wait, we shall for just a little bit longer as we get ready to send it back over to the analyst as to break down all of the chaos from Fracture. Mika, take it away.
Absolutely not. Nobody is going home yet. You guys stay right there. You're not leaving because you're getting map 3. We are going into split, but just to understate this map, this was a very calm map. Don't you agree?
Definitely not. It's chaos. I mean, you had the thrifties, you had multiple big plays, clutches, you know, this is going back and forth. I think for PRX, this was kind of the chaotic start to the game that maybe they didn't necessarily want getting eaten in round 2, but then getting their own thrifty later on, you had some vintage Jing raise plays. I think something was a lot more convincing on that init roll this time around. I mean, I know he doesn't have a crazy amount of ACS or anything like that, but the reactive utility from something this game, particularly on their attacking side, to shut down those aggressive plays from the double duelist of T1 was very effective. And then again, another Taeho goes ballistic on Fracture here.
Yeah, I much prefer some things Bruce to his fade, but we're seeing Taeho everywhere now on this map, and I think it will get more and more popular as we go through. Forsaken played that agent really, really well. It was a joy to watch.
I am not surprised at all that it's Forsaken that happens to pick up this agent.
He'll play anything.
I know, every time there's something, you know, there's a new agent.
Ini dia.
Every agent at this point.
Completed Valorant.
Yeah.
He's finished the game.
Exactly. The credits roll when he loads the game, you know?
100%. I mean, he's looking to finish this series off, as our PRX. Very slow start on Bind, looked a little bit disjointed. I think shaking off the rust is a very, very good way to put it, because even though the first half was back and forth, and T1 was showing us this double duelist style, beating a lot of the Taeho utility and forcing their way out sound early on, getting some momentum on the attacking side, PRX stuck with it, and they, particularly on their attacking side, really turned the game around.
Yeah, this in the first half was the defining fact for me, that PRX tried to take a main control, and T1 were able to go fast every time. I was really convinced by how T1 played this double duelist versus the KO. It looked very strong, but then as we got towards the second half, things definitely slowed down.
Yeah, I mean, the sand plays time and time again seemed like it was finding success. This was a really nice set round in the bonus. You get the stealth drone straight through Arcade, the Armageddon straight through Tower. You get the salvos as well to break the Killjoy utility on the opposite side of the map, where you see the rest of PRX are preparing to burst through the smoke.
Yeah, this was a lovely little play. Even though they didn't win this round, they managed to kill 3, which is very, very good on your bonus. It makes the buy for T1 much worse into the next round, and obviously they're able to win the round after that and snowball momentum. So on your bonus, any damage is good, but these kind of kills, these kind of rounds are what you're really after on your bonus.
Now, it looks incredibly messy, of course, as you enter those first few seconds into the round. What is it like? Break it down for us as what we're seeing. If, say, point of view of PRX, what are we dealing with as we enter T1 site?
Oh, in terms of going onto that
Oh, yeah.
particular bomb site and that execute.
Yeah.
I mean, for Jing, he's probably getting set up by something in Underpass with the breach utility, and his whole objective is just to be able to create chaos, get inside of that Jenny smoke, and maybe catch somebody who's trying to flood back into the site there, or even cut off rotates, and then they're going to try to segment the site from there. And the Armageddon flushes straight through Tower, so there's only so many spots that they can play on the site itself.
Yeah, and you
Hai,
see
halo Yopi.
but I love that you see also T1
Nonbar ya di Discord
and,
rame.
you can kind of feel the Autumn saying like, wait, don't, not yet, let them go. This is PRX you're dealing with, and that is a testament, of course, to the veteranship that is on this team, right? But it's just that PRX is just no. It's as we were talking about earlier. They're just a completely different animal.
Yeah, this is the PRX people love to see, right? This is why they're so popular. So I'm glad that we saw them take up form. I thought they were much sharper this map. Number one, I didn't feel the whiffs at all compared to map 1. It felt like they were able to win that aim fights. And now as we go towards What are you expecting to see?
I mean, this is just the quintessential Paper X comp. They've literally been playing this same style for a long time. Maybe even throw another duelist in there. Like 2 is sometimes not enough for Paper X on this map in the past. But look, this Sky double duelist comp is something they've been playing forever. I think, honestly, they had some pretty close losses in the off-season to teams that you backed them to beat. Loss against Wolves, I think the FM, even the new Gen G that maybe they've dropped some maps against, if I remember correctly. But for T1, they also smashed a team in the off-season on this map, playing the Chamber on Meteor, if I remember correctly. But I really would, and a very similar comp I might mention as well to what PRX is doing, just subbing the Jet for a Chamber. But I really wouldn't be surprised if you see T1 play something different. I would be surprised if they pulled the Chamber out against PRX in this particular game. I think Vice or Cypher, something like that on Meteor is probably more likely.
Yeah. I'm thinking that maybe the Vice, because Meteor, we have seen on the agent, and just because like it suits him so well, and you can just imagine Vice being menacing.
Yeah, personally, I'd like to see them stay on the Chamber, to be honest. If you
really?
Against the double duel?
Yeah, exactly. If you're going to go up against double duelists, I feel like the Sky can get you off your angles, and your Paranoia can. But the Chamber's able to take advantage of a lot more off angles, so you're able to just use different positions than people are used to using util in. I think it can work definitely for them.
I totally disagree. I think the Cypher is way too good, especially getting a lot of like the fast set plays with the Jet Dash and the Rays. You can do all these little trap trips, you can have the like retake setups with the cage where you flood out onto the site. I think the Chamber's super risky. Unless Meteor's really hitting his shots, he could be pretty much useless, whereas the Cypher just has universal value, is a lot more consistent for me.
It does, but into the Rays as well, you feel like the Rays
they can definitely break the trips, but that's where I really feel like the retake, like flood setups with the cages, or you do the deep trips, like where you still hold elbow control and things like that can really pay off.
Are we even sure that it may be on Meteor though? Because we did see just like an agent switch earlier, right? When we saw like Buzz and Izu switch up on the Neon. Maybe it's not even Meteor.
If Meteor's not on Sentinel, I'm not sure why it's on the team at that point. He's just like amazing on Sentinel. Like I think you're borderline trolling if you're not putting Meteor on some kind of Sentinel.
Yeah, but maybe he's not on the Chamber.
Not on the Chamber?
Yeah.
I mean, I think there's a lot of good answers. Like I say, the Cypher can work. In my opinion, the Chamber is good. But also, like you mentioned, I think Vice is very good on Split. Vice is another tight map. The wall gets a lot of value. The Razor Wire gets a lot of value. Even the ult, because the sites are so small, it makes the ult a little bit better, where the ult is normally kind of weak. So I think they have a lot of options. I'd like to see where they're going to take it. Compared to what they were doing in the offseason.
Not to mention, you now have both teams that, don't need those little, time to warm up. Now both teams are coming in very, very hot into map number 3. And on the PRX roller coaster, hey, we went down, we went up. Where are we going this time around is my question.
I think they're just going to stick to what they know. Like, I really associate this comp on Split with Paper X. It's what they're comfortable doing. I think that they leaned into something they're a little bit more comfortable doing, especially with Jing being back on the Rays. A lot of people were saying this is Paper X season because Rays maps are definitely a thing in this current pool. So, we'll see if they just stick to that and maybe put something back on a Jet. I'm sure he's itching to play a duelist. He's just been sitting there. He's just been throwing dogs. He's just been holding out the stun all series long. Like, bro, get me in the game. He's just screaming out, "Get me in the game, coach, please."
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I quite like Breach. I think it's fun, but compared to playing Jet, I mean, I feel like most players would rather be on the Jet than on the Breach.
He's itching. His fingers are like twitching just a little bit, right? And you can kind of feel it. But yeah, I mean, Jing, he's all warmed up. We saw so many great plays from him last time. I feel like we're going to see exactly the same as we step here into Split, and we're going to take a look at our Asian comps here. Really, really curious to see what T1 have in store. As we mentioned, we're expecting them not to stick with what they showed us in the off-season, but they are.
Yeah, they're going to stick with it. Chamber for Meteor, and there's the change-up from Paper X, actually. Devi is going to be on that Sage, so that's a little bit of a difference there.
Yeah, absolutely. I say, for me, I'm glad they stuck with this Chamber. I do think it has answers to that double duelist, but the Sage is definitely an interesting Rex. We have to
an explosive.
They were running the Viper, I think, right, previously, so a little bit more info denial double controller, if I remember correctly. Now they're going back for the flavor of the Sage, and we know PRX love their Sage on off-meta maps. I mean, it used to be
Sage the
month on Split back in the day.
Yeah, I really like this and how it fits with that double duelist. Viper is
tergantung ini sih, something ngekill berapa round 1.
We're gonna see indeed the battle stage coming out.
Kuncinya di something awal.
Kuncinya di something.
Achilles and Paper Thin to take us through Split.
Kalau nggak kena mental dia bagus.
best of our ability. Things have been very chaotic throughout this series thus far, but all that matters is that we're all tied up 1-1. This split to settle it all. Let's see which team is going to be sticking around in that upper bracket, which one is going to have to fight through the lowers if they want to get themselves over to Masters Bangkok.
This is quite fascinating. T1, you know, they debuted this comp against EDG at the Gwangju Esports Series during the offseason. Now that was against a Kong and Smoggy-less EDG. They smashed the other players from EDG with this comp, but PRX a very different beast. And with the Sage in there, quite fascinating. Defender side here, quite important against this double duelist.
Smoke off here on the buzz, up at Habit. Sylvan just kind of duking it out here. Something inside of the smoke. Does manage to win that one out, but Jing quickly trades it back. Spattering of heals there from Forsaken keeps everybody topped up.
Sky Flash and a paint shell's available for T1 to try to make this retake go. Tucked in position for Mind Freak to be wary of.
6 bullets in that Headhunter here from Meteor. Spot out there on the Jing. Mind Freak in a bit of a rough position here, but Forsaken is able to go ahead and peel off some additional pressure. Meteor going to be taken down. That Headhunter no longer a concern as Izu's just trying to break through the wall. Segment now going to be destroyed, but time is ticking. They're running out of it. Defy on the swing.
Oh, switch Defy.
PRX, another pistol win.
Kasi something na kill dulu.
Lead in that regard here across the series.
That Sage wall so annoying on pistol rounds on this map, one way or another. Kind of an awkward fight there. Good recognition by T1 that somebody could be tucked into that corner, comboing some of their util, but yeah, this is just Defy back on Sage. Used to be on Sunset. He was a nightmare because of those TikTok walls he would come up with and all that crazy stuff, but it's just steady here. Smart placement. Cuts everything apart. T1 tries to go for that retake. Cannot get it going.
Something wrong with kill.
Over by Vance has that
That's
once again. Stacks into the corner. It's already too late for him. Something strikes, finds the kill. Guns down Izu. As Jing maybe slightly at risk here, or no, maybe Divide. Never mind. Finds the headshot. Shorty nullified. And even the heal used just to make this all the more possible for Sylvan. Flawless fashion. PRX get themselves a nice, solid win here in this anti-eco.
Just choose really nicely. Try to make the push up towards Mail. And Stax is caught just flat-footed enough. That's great flash there. He tries to pop his own, but something had just seen him in time. Exactly where to put that crosshair. Defy holds a nice angle against that shorty, cuts the wall in half so that not all the shorty bullets are able to connect. There you go. PRX off to a hot start again. Been winning quite a few rounds in a row now. Still have pretty decent weaponry. A couple Vandals, a couple Bulldogs, and a Spectre coming into this. Viper there, kind of thwarting any attempted info gain by both sides. Dog comes through though. No info gathered here at all for T1. Just kind of holding, allowing Izu to try to delay on his own. It's a bit risky for T1. Still a little bit wary of what's going on towards A side, but so far PRX actually kind of slowing the pace down, re-exploring parts of the map, re-clearing mid, trying to figure out if they can open up a little bit more space to try to make this crunch hit potentially towards B.
Swing out. Meteor going to be forced to rendezvous away. Approach now, getting ready to come through. Trademark around the corner to try to slow up. Will be noted. Meanwhile, something dashing forward there in the face of Izu. Stacks on the flank, however, has covering fire, is able to go ahead and peel one off. But eventually will get found. Defy still doing well, finding one, but Stacks as well as Buzz coming up big. 3K here for the Sky. Meteor gets involved and on the board. And T1, the pretty clean anti-bonus will get themselves online.
Yeah, a lot of info there for T1 throughout. And then once there's a little bit of pressure towards Meteor in mid, he's able to TP through, set himself up on the rafters. Winning this big fight there against something. Stax swings out at a great time, bails Izu out, even though he gets taken down by Divide. Stax, a beautiful 3K. That Phantom down. That's a really good fighting retreat there. 4T1 able to hold the line when push came to shove. Sylvan tucked in this corner. This seemingly had a little bit of pace to it, but stopped up momentarily.
Chills out, something slowed up here. Ring around the rosy at the screen, but I don't think he's necessarily noted. Sylvan now will be able to do so. Mows him down, Rez coming through, Forsaken right back into the mix. Is Jink gonna be shut down, trying to approach here onto elbow. Stacks finding another 3K here for him. Forsaken's position now known and dealt with. Another solid follow-up round here from the side of T1 as they tie it up at 2-2.
God, Stacks just working off of the sound cues and other things so well. Here's Jing blast packing, was thinking about going for something because of that judge potentially at range. I feel like you have a bit of an advantage. We could have scooped up the gun, but gets the first, second, expecting the push around the corner, even pre-fired it. Phenomenal from Stacks these last couple of rounds. Now you're onto a weak buy. Bucky for Jing, couple sheriffs, Guardian, Bulldog. Gonna be the buy up. Meteor with an outlaw. And he gets it to connect. Nice opening shot.
A very solid one. Something on the ground of Meteor.
Oh boy.
Ooh, wanting to go for the re-peek. Spots out Jing. Does not get the follow-up hit. Divide will be able to go ahead and get rid of that pesky little chamber.
Good news is everybody has full armor. Let's take a headshot from Divide. Ooh.
Ooh. Okay. This is where the round starts getting a little bit suspect.
Izu. It's a bit off balance. Forsaken clears the Seekers. Oh, Stacks.
It's forward here in Garage, but everybody now drifting over towards Buzz.
Oh, that flash, though, I don't think connected with anything.
Buzz slow creeping forward, but Buzz goes ahead, finds the pick. And that's going to split apart. 3 different players here from PRX. They got Stacks all the way lurk forward, has the spike dropped. Mind Freak still a world away.
Great info.
30
So
seconds
overall, really well played these last 4 Stacks. Mind Freak has anything to say about it, but this should be pretty challenging. Tagged up. Mind Freak taken down. Buzz cleans up the round. But what looked like it might get a little bit dicey for T1 is kind of results in some good push outs on the extremities. You know, Buzz going out from Long B. Stacks tucks himself behind that box in the smoke and then is able to navigate himself past the flash that Devi sends on the backside to try to sell that they're still over on the B side. It's just really well thought out. And frankly, these last 3 rounds have been like Stacks kind of stepping up for T1.
Yeah, no kidding. 7-2-0 at the moment.
Operator for Meteor. With a judge. That is scary for anybody who's in mailer events. Clear on the dog, so
well, for now it's Buzz that's in that position. Blast pack chasing forward. A bit of self-damage taken there from the paint shell. Smart shrugged off.
Showstopper.
So across there from something. Looking around the ramp. The team now getting ready to come up through the vent. Seeker's going to be let loose. Showstopper from Buzz at the ready. Spots one, sends it, but Jing gets on top. Wiley, Showstopper damage has been eluded.
Anjay, chamber keluar lagi.
Still going to be good. Stacks pushing forward, thinking maybe he's going to have the advantage given the trademark slow. Just cannot make it happen. Oh my God! Meteor gets that off shot. Peeks out of the smoke. Oh! To the swamp to the head under. It's gorgeous. Divide with the wall, however, locks off screens.
Meteor back to chamber.
Down to a 2v2. Izu drawing out the weapon of Forsaken, just not ready for him to be there close. It all comes down to Divide. Try to clutch it out. Sees the kneecap. Slow poke and rod. Izu on the swing. Dead, but Sylvan bails them out. Up should be recoverable as well as the defuse comes in. T1 taking the lead now, up 4-2.
Please show me that second shot.
Meteor.
The third one was nuts. The second one, I don't know how he flipped down.
Meteor gigi.
Not just all.
Just show all of it.
Oh boy.
This is so good from Jing. Again, that movement is so beautiful. I thought Stacks did get the headshot.
Oh, an adjustment, but nasty something from Meteor. I mean, the desk was talking about it. Happy to see him stick on the chamber. I, for one, am right there with them. Always a treat.
After that,
it's basically the agent that he got himself to his first international with when he's back over on Northampton.
Jet. And the Marshall.
Well, potential 4-man approach up the ramp here from the side of PRX. It's Izu. Walled off here for the moment. And he does. Shows up at the ready buzz here, anchoring the side. Two looks at the third, can't quite make it happen. There to pick up the pieces.
Bro, guys.
T1 very swiftly cast aside PRX.
Pastron.
This is so crucial here for T1 that they're able to really stall out this double duelist comp on the attacker side as much as possible. And yeah, I think absolutely we're going to see a timeout, but crispy from Buzz. And then Sylvan looking for him.
Anjay. Cukup boostan Sylvian dia.
Wow, they're fired up. T1 is absolutely bringing the vibes.
I mean, you mentioned it. They've never been PRX as an organization. Granted, the team very different from the past iterations.
No doubt.
But even so, these players looking for that victory.
It's so on their minds that even when we saw Joe Marsh here the other day, it was one of the first things he mentioned. You know what I mean? Like, but I get it. You know, you want to get these monkeys off your back. It's so important to get that confidence, especially for this team with what you've put together here, with what you've invested as an organization, as T1, as this, you know, the bulwark of Korean esports. And if you can also not just be dominant in one, be dominant in multiple esports, here you will continue to just garner more fans, garner more interest, and so far on Split, it's looking okay. Judge for Buzz.
It's going to be a knife pop here from something. Stingers across the rest of the team. Near full send in towards A, spot out onto at least 2 players. It's more on that final move. Jump around the corner.
Stacks has got to make a decision here, just get out her.
Up and over and in they go, and Jing will be able to collect. Too much damage going to be taken at the same time as there's the wall up onto the screens. Res even available. Should they want to go ahead and commit that here, Buzz, just for now. Gotta steadily break down these wall segments. Meteor has to get some kind of sight line. Blindly fishing for any kind of can get off these bullets, but it's going to be Izu taken down. Something able to find one. Sylvan still alive and well. Finds one, but then all of a sudden Meteor's the last man standing, and he can't quite get the shots across. Timeout called into a Thrifty. Fantastically done here from PRX. The deficit down to just 2.
I mean, as good as Stacks has been on this map, I'm not so sure I like his idea to stick around a little bit too long. Overstayed his welcome. Thought maybe he could catch him off guard. Instead, he gets taken down for free, and that's a huge piece of the retake puzzle missing for the side of T1. That's no flashes, really, other than Sylvan's paranoia. You really need that on the retake. The adjustments are going to be, in fact, Sylvan and Buzz over on A. Tour de force pop for Meteor and Mid.
See if he gets the duke it out against the Vi with that op on the attack side.
Sick.
Mid very much being avoided. It's going to be Izu once again, the lone anchor here on B. Maybe takes Meteor across towards heaven. For now, he's not really being heard at all. Maybe the attack coming through. Cloudburst going to be sent, but nothing pursuing behind it.
He's got the Vipers play too. Never going to feel comfortable enough in that position to really put it down.
Good smoke cycled in here from Sylvan. Light at the ready, just waiting for any kind of information. Jing, tagged up quite a bit. Flash goes out, Stacks keeps the 4-1, but Izu go ahead and find that kill. Breaks the TP. Looks to try to flush him out of backside. Something he is able to do so, but cannot send it himself. Stack strikes, finds the kill. Sylvan now just dropping down. 2 players left. The res going to be committed to here, bringing Forsaken back into the fight. Blind spray, nothing found. Meteor dead. Tour de Force going to be nullified, and Forsaken finds Sylvan. The wall's still there. Buzz on the flank. Not quite noted. Forsaken tries to go for the ult orb and ends up getting taken down. 20 seconds remaining. Spike not yet planted. Buzz jumping up over the top of the wall here, sending out the blast pack. Tap of this plant here, and Mind Freak is able to find it. Plants his feet, stops the dance. Comes away with 3 in the round. PRX 1 away from tying it up.
Again, it's this wall from Devi that gives them so much safety and comfort towards the other side of the site. Just a narrow miss there for Meteor. Mind Freak all over the place. 3 kills. Huge. And having that res available is such a difference maker. And there was nothing that T1 could really do about it at that point. Still have enough to get the operator back in Meteor's hands because of the tour de force. Jing gets a little bit of info off the bot. A solo push up towards mid. And what looked like maybe it was going to be T1 stopping their way through their defender side. Great timeout from PRX has them. A very good game plan. Map a little bit more.
Timing.
Just a free push through vents for something. He has all the information in the world. He can even sell a bit of a fake towards A. A dog as well.
Now there's an op on the angle, but at least it seems like Sylvan of this. The smoke comes up on the mail. He's gonna look to try to push back through, and something just pushes out of the smoke, and it's so damn snappy. Takes him out. Wall now raised, cutting off stairs. Devi eats a bit of damage, and follow-up. He's able to go ahead and find the kill.
Get 3 dinks in there.
Yeah, the jet now dead. He's taking jump scare. Swings in the corner, changes, immediately gets taken out.
I feel like we're playing Five Nights at Freddy's there.
I was going to say that. Okay. Left the door open. Let's check the cams. Forsaken does well to go ahead and find a kill on Buzz, but Stacks will bring it to a conclusion. T1 will get themselves up to 6 round wins in the half.
Okay, that not only is the game been insane today, but that's just the cherry on top.
Peak comedy.
That is peak.
Make it into the highlight reel, the replay package.
Deserves its own replay.
Oh man.
The analyst destiny sees it take that moment, break it down for us.
Jing showing up to ask you about your extended warranty.
And showing up to try to sell you some vacuums.
5-man approach. Successfully avoiding the pit off the rip as that's placed towards garage. That's in the back. Seemingly not even ready or aware of that one. Stacks setting up the pop line.
Nice.
Get the full blind there on the Mind Freak, but still is able to find the kill. Chase forward onto the
Jing,
stickers.
say something.
Nearly ground down to a pulp. The kill immediately starts Forsaken though. Pushing him back up, but that is undone as Sylvan finds a headshot.
You've got all this utility for Stacks to really figure this out. Dog comes through. You still have one more flash available. Needs to be a good one.
Devi playing elbow. Everybody clustered up here from PRX. Needing to stave off the hordes here. Yes, Sylvan taking down, but Meteor Stacks finding one apiece. The shot's going wide. The headhunter bullet will fly straight and true. T1 get the defuse. They get the 7.
And a lot of these rounds come down to, can Stacks stay alive, and can he win some of these important battles that he's forced to fight? It's a good flash over in A main. Make sure that he could win. I think it was Mind Freak who had TP'd up onto that ledge. This right here, that's the key moment in this round. That gives so much more opportunity for T1. It gives them an extra angle. It gives them the utility they need to make sure that they can convert this, and they do nicely. Very well thought out.
Last round of the half now. 2 regens, 3 half armors here for the side of PRX. Still a pesky operator to try to deal with. Spray out onto the corner. Orb being taken. Meteor staying quiet for the moment. Looks like PRX got what they wanted. Showstopper online. Look to pivot across towards that A site.
Look at this setup on A. The double high-low setup. So much buzz. Very unorthodox. Had the toxic screen in front of that as well. But I like the PRX working the map a little bit. Been showing some different looks, using some of their utility to try to sell fakes. T1's been doing a good job of holding the line though. Okay, now they're not going to hold that anymore. Now it's just a matter of clear utility or clear a Jing entry.
Smoke. Hold here. Buzz positions, gets himself set up here in front of sight. ProTriver gets ready to come through at the ramp. Orb getting grabbed, Seekers at the ready. Gonna be sent out. Jing now going to the blast pack entry, spots one up over the top. Izu gonna be taken down by Buzz. Able to strike and finds it, but something peeks out from heaven. Jing unawares. 3v4. Tries to go for the shot, tries to go for the kill. Cannot make it happen. Falls to 5. Now it all comes down to Stacks and Meteor, who's able to find the first two. His teammate here a chance. His heel just now getting pushed out across onto something. Peek in, the double take. Meteor not quite expecting him to be there. He will fall something with a huge round. Makes it a 7-5 scoreline at the half.
That's really interesting. Is that good enough for T1 on their defender side? You know, certainly with the double duelist, it can be a little bit shakier because your information game and some of your stall isn't quite as strong. But the way PRX is shooting right now might not matter. That being said, T1 is firing right back. I mean, everybody looks good right now. This whole first half was phenomenal, yeah, to say the least. I think we have another OT on split banger coming up. Yeah?
Why not?
Let's do it.
I don't have anywhere to be. I don't have an internet talk show to go on there.
Yeah, screw them.
It's all good. I think everybody here, you know, no matter which side of the fandom you're on, if you're on either of them, likely feeling frustration, stress, but also entertained.
I mean, it wouldn't be a PRX game without tons of stress.
Very true. 7-5 here at the half. T1 shifting over to the attack. PRX double duelist for the defense. Critically have that stage. We saw how much of a pain it was for them trying to fight against it once Divide was able to get into the sights.
By the way, is Divide trying to take over the mullet game? Since Forsaken cut his, Device was getting a little long in the backside there. I appreciate it. As a hockey fan, gotta respect the mullets. All right, pistol round, very, very crucial for both of these teams. You know, if you could get this attack side pistol or T1, just like PRX was able to do, you'd be able to really set yourself apart. But PRX just be tying it up if you could find the win here. Jing with a frenzy.
This will continue to be a bit of a pain point here as Forsaken just blindly spraying through. There's the paint shell into the corner. Izu. Well, they actually come away with the kill. Mind Freak gets caught by that. Someone's able to capitalize on the kill. Meteor returns the headhunter shot across. Forsaken's dead. And I don't know what the hell is happening.
It's madness.
Push forward, should be an easy one there. Divine able to find that. Pops the heal onto himself. Spike now planted, Stacks into the corner, sending out the Trailblazer. Gets dazed, and it makes for a little easier of a kill there for Izu. Something down to 22.
Harus bersabar nonton PRX.
Immaculate shots, maybe a wallbang to start there if you could suss it out. Izu behind the screen. Way just going to be the slow drop down. Sylvan with the finisher at range. T1 will find another pistol round victory. They move up to 8 to start off the half.
Scrappy again, but a timely flash from Stacks. For my money on this map so far, he's been the MVP. Bail Izu out there. Izu, I thought for a moment, might just be dead to the paint shells, but had enough space tucked into the wall that he was able to dodge it. Really smart stuff by Sylvan. Got the dink, knew he was against a Sheriff, didn't overcommit, knew he had the teammates on the other side to help him out. Smart play. And it's a Marshall for something, a Marshall for Meteor.
about the clash here potentially, but something ends up eating that full flash, and now Pika's
Ya, itu something kelelawar.
in the angle there. Meteor takes him down. Solid start, Forsaken. Marshall in hand for him now as Buzz just desperately saying, I just want the orb. Manages to grab it and backs away.
Very nice start. We get a lot going. Gonna leave the spike down in Ramen. Seeing the smoke with the Prowler. An exploration of vents. Nothing found. Veil or vents. You've got some room to work with in mid. Mindfreak's gonna try to tuck himself in. Is he just gonna swing out? No.
Sat there. Oh, now spotted here in mail. Devi off screen, able to find one Izu on the lurk. Gonna be caught outside of A main. That leaves the B site completely open though.
Player, you don't know where they are. It's Jake. You have an idea though. Get this plant down. It's just about avoiding any more damage to this Marshall.
Buzz just going for a quick little reposition, tucked in behind the box here. Goes for the peek and shot just a hair off. Jing now completely and utterly noted. Paint shell going to be sent his way here. He's trying to pressure Sylvan out of this position, but won't be able to do so. One player lost. Anti-Eco goes the way of T1.
Very interesting round ahead. I think we saw an Outlaw being purchased by Meteor. God, he's so good with this gun. Vi though, that's a good shot. Good shot. But got an ear piercing off of that shot. Something with the judge. Phantoms, a Bulldog, and a Guardian. So a smorgasbord of weaponry for T1 to try to convert this bonus.
And I mean, Meteor knows the economic game here. He knows that there's going to be so many half armors because of the previous investments. So it's fairly wisely read. It's really just about getting into position to put that Outlaw to good use. Mindfreak set for a smoke here at mid. Sends it across. Does get noted. Paranoia used. Rendezvous gone. As Stacks a little low while pushing out, maybe thinking he was going to just catch one player off guard, but Jing is there. Sky now on the floor.
That might have been enough to at least keep a couple off of A.
It's something in position now.
Yeah.
They expect this at all.
Now, are you going to use the bot or the Paranoia to clear this?
Right now, given the push-up from Buzz, the answer's going to be no. And nearly leads to two kills found. Izu does manage to go ahead and pick that one off. Jing just jumps up over the top of the wall, takes down Meteor. Plant now coming through, but not much more pressure here on Sylvan's shoulders to try to get them back into this round. Paranoia going to be sent across, hits onto Jing. On top of the box. Around still slowly and steadily coming through from Mindfreak. For now, a 2v3.
Very doable, actually, if they can get this lurking player.
Sylvan right now is not watching for Mindfreak at all in this position, but he snaps over and finds him. Jing, however, will be able to flush him out, mitigating the rest of the damage dealt. Now it is all just on Izu. Opens up with one, but doesn't quite know where Devi's going to swing in from. So 2 players surviving. PRX to stop T1 from getting a bonus conversion. Bring it back to 3 rounds separated.
A few little kind of interesting decisions from T1 there. I think Stacks' solo push-up mid-top was, you know what, it's the bonus, so.
It was a thing.
It's a thing. Sylvan played pretty well. The Omen on this map. Meteor also tried to make a solo push-up mid and paid the price. I mean, you gotta know that somebody can get up on top of that wall.
Casual readjust from Sylvan.
He's quite good. He's at his best. Right now on this map, 13-9. Certainly performing very, very well. Trying again to take control of Garage with Meteor.
High-low setup.
Oh, this is so annoying.
Yep.
Couldn't even TP out.
Yep, the annoyance confirmed. Meteor immediately shut down. Mindfreak, just quick little jiggle. There's a tap. Something controlled here in mid. Sylvan on the opposite side, backpedaling himself into the corner. As the pressure needs to be pushed. Devi. Ooh, a little more, but Hill comes in. Res is not available. Still 2 charges off there is Devi, so something's just out of the equation for now.
Essentially a 1-for-1. Not at all. Oh, Devi.
Challenging it for more.
Nice damage. Triple kill dapat.
Just absolutely massacres them. And for the sake of the economy, honestly, could just go ahead and send it. But now, with the round win looking confirmed here, he will just go ahead and save this for the time being. Forsaken tries to go for the kill, but he's basically set him up for it. Izu down to 11, will fall as Jing swoops out towards their spawn. PRX continuing to fight back.
I mean, 3 players there, and Divide just able to take them all down, 17 and 9. Mika said the Battle Sage showing up. Great shot by Stacks. God, Divide. It's just, that might be one of those moments, like so many times in the history of this team, that we look back on and say Divide showed up and turned the game around. Those big multi-kills. Sets the stage for the PRX comeback. T1 gonna take their first time out. Try to see if they can find a way through. I mean, I think some of the spreading of the map that they're doing here, trying to take these isolated duels. I get it, you have a chamber, Meteor, fine. The rest of it, no. You've got double duelists out there. You've got a little bit of kind of extra oomph. Try to put it to good use. You got that Viper, give you a little bit more space control. Try to put some pressure on A. Try to use that Viper's toxic screen. Try to get heaven control, some sight control. Rely on Meteor to kind of be that lurker. Make sure that Garage and mid are sort of somewhat dealt with. Well, that wall's going to be annoying no matter what in mid top, but something going to grab an outlaw of his own. A few full armors. This is intriguing to me.
Meteor,
a couple away from the Tour de Force.
The headhunter, so might have too much as split second off that kill.
It's a showstopper too.
Yeah, he does have it. They're good to scatter into the site quickly here.
Detect.
Boombot on the hunt. The spot out. 2 bullets having to be committed to that as Jing will get shot in the leg. Yeah, towards the Seward. Now Showstopper up over the top, and Izu destroyed. Plants his feet, looks for the kill, but buzz at range. Will be able to find one, but there's the res divide. Brings the raise back into the fight. Sylvan finds a punish on the one, looks for the second. That shot killed, and Jing Stacks now. Last one standing. Now, but he doesn't know. Hasn't confirmed something's position, I don't believe. Should know now.
Aduh, kena blind.
Paranoia.
Temennya ke blind sendiri, blind itu pakai sorti. Hampir.
Temennya kena blind, apa itu?
They just delay a little bit to make sure they can scoop up whatever weapons. And PRX with the defuse. And now just 1 round away from tying us up.
I mean, I like the idea
PRX.
out of the timeout. Much more from T1.
Nggak.
Sylvan, big stinger kills, but the long range
Stinger.
so valuable there. Sylvan
Iya, kena blind.
out exactly where the next opponent is going to be coming from. Oh my god.
Sometimes a muscle
Let's go,
splash
boys.
is all you
Let's go,
need to
boys.
back him down.
Crazy.
Meteor, 100 in hand, gonna try to look to get a punish here off this peak. Something seeming like he might go for it. Trailblazer leading the way, and he ends up getting headshot. Heals can come
Langsung
through.
kena ding sama. Hampir mati.
So we'll just be armorless. Forsaken jiggling Meteor, trying to get on a slightly wider angle and misses the flank. Something, however, does not. Jing can trade at the same time. Zizu finds some top box there at ramp.
Had a lot of contact over here at A. You haven't made too much noise other than clearing the wall.
Smoke
Something.
Something is just out in the open. Completely caught off guard. Dog gets the spot. Showstopper flies straight through. Forsaken take him down his fight. Just to get himself out on the Raptors, looking for a timing. To find one, but Blind Freak now on is lonesome. We'll see what he can get done here. Spots up the first. Take on the TP. Paranoia in towards elbow. Pushes out, just trying to bait Andy, but go for this peek. But T1 right now, playing wisely, playing patiently. Not wanting to give over any inches here.
Stacks.
Found in the corner. Mind Freak finding the first.
Open there. A bolt, let a shot ring out.
Main, ayo main.
is Mind Freak after all. Be so very cautious here. The push forward, the tap onto the spike, down to 45 HP. The time starting to dwindle. Looks for the shot. Stacks will deny it away. 3K for the IGL. T1 recover the up, get the double digits.
Yeah, it's a little bit fortunate. Something just overstays his welcome. God, that's a good shot. So much of T1, they weren't anticipating that he had stuck around that long. He's just out in the open, easy pickings. And then T1's able to work their way through, get that plant down, set up for a nice crossfire, even though Sylvan almost blows it a little bit. Good patience from Izu and Stacks. Make sure that they don't give anything else away. Flashes. Nothing really off the back of it. We're going to leave Izu over on A with the toxic screen to try to keep those members occupied. Meteor taking a little bit of garage control again with the op. Be careful about mid. We have too much info about that part of the map. Love to get one of those free picks. That operator. Have the Seekers for Forsaken. Bladestorm to back up something's up. He's clear on the B site right now. So far though, Spike in Sylvan's hands. Seekers confirm the presence of a few players.
Value. Got your trail. Their own Seekers now in play, sent from that east side of the map, but they just instantly get cleared out from Mind Freak, so it's not much going to be gained there from Stacks. Slowly pushing up, but timing there to be able to spot out Jing. Mike. Tiny amount of damage taken. Looking for a bit of a timing here.
Oh, nice.
In from behind, able to find two. Something at the same time, catching Meteor. Divide with that third and final. Looking for the fourth and final. Not going to be snappy enough to cut across, so Stacks does manage to find that kill. He's going to try to hightail it over towards the A site, but Mind Freak already matching. Paranoia sent, not quite. Oh, nope, does connect. 14 seconds remaining. Stacks doubles back in towards heaven, needing to win the fight, needing to get to the site. Not sure if he's going to be able to make it happen. Something encroaching on the position. He's going to have to just try to plant his feet.
Dapat anjir. Stacks the best.
Bangsat dapet no.
Stacks cheating closer.
Udah lewat lagi, udah nyebrang.
Aduh.
Oh, Stacks, what the fuck?
The 4K into the clutch.
4K single-handed man, bro.
Of a devastating round to the hand of Divine.
That is classic Stacks. The IGL, the veteran, one of the most decorated players in Pacific. When you need someone to come through, it's just a fist bump.
Gila.
Oh my.
Gila.
That was masterful from Stacks. I mean, I thought he did a great job over on the A side, buying a ton of attention. He bought an extra player to come over towards him. There's that judge there that ruined things at the top of B Tower. And so just a great follow-through setup for PRX. They had a great idea in that round. Okay, well, if we can overcommit to the Sky utility, even if it is a fake, we have a judge there to shut it down. Works a treat, except Stacks survives, finds a big kill on Divide, grabs the spike and then wins it.
Mana suara PRX nih?
Wah, kontol.
Ngerilis Stacks sih.
Mana suara PRX nih?
Wah, kepala cok.
Gak bisa dipungkiri sih itu.
Kok bisa gitu, cok?
Bro, di kiri uncle, bro.
Sama-sama IGL top rank coba deh, gimana ceritanya? Something.
Kelihatan. Kelihatan, guys. Waduh.
Kasih tahu bos.
Try to pull off a clutch of his own. Spike has been recovered. Time is on his side. Can he get T1 up to match point? Similar play, similar strat. Cut across.
Get mid, guys.
Around behind in towards heaven.
Get mid, guys.
Forsaken tahu.
There's gonna be eyes on it.
Nice.
He cannot find the first. Forsaken will put him down. 9 rounds now accrued for PRX. 2 more to go to try to get this.
Itu kalau kalah tadi udah ada ekonomi PRX. Tinggi sekali.
Oh, the footstep out, the jiggle gave it away. What a shot from something. Meteor's been losing a lot of the that you need him to be winning as the chamber.
Yeah, Victorian crime from Meteor just shows a little bit too much leg.
The boys.
The ankles. Ooh. Can't have that.
Nope.
Now the buy a little bit scuffed for T1. Stinger and a judge. Couple guardians though, so once again.
Pura-pura nggak lihat, nice for second.
Not reading that he was in position. Something. His Goomba stops.
Langsung ditut, nice man for it.
Might pick up over the top. Divide once again, delivering. Finds Stacks and Izu. Once more, Bat and I finds himself in a 1v2, but this time he's pinned into a corner. Not worth going for the lead. Will just simply end up dying.
Waduh, ketar-ketir di one, ketar-ketir.
Now in control,
Ada
the
ekonomi
economy for
sekarang harus
T1
itu.
broken down, and it's
Ketar-ketir
one
di
round
one.
separating these two teams.
Curious, we have one more timeout.
Ke samping kayak
T1
gitu
still
ya terus.
available.
Iya.
Sylvan there just trying to go on a timing, but everybody else was so far behind. If there was any
Adi,
player back in
Adi
screen,
flash mah. Omen dia juga. Oh, bisa nge-kill ke Zoro.
exactly what happened.
Iya. Untung main
Stalled on the execute.
flash di teman sendiri.
Ayo, lagi 3 aja PRX.
We're trying to buy some attention.
Udah sebelah
The
sana.
other side of the map, 4-man push with this weaker buy.
Kali blunder.
This is the one with a judge this time. Not even putting it in Buzz's hands, who's so close
Oh,
to that
posisi
showstopper.
anjing di situ.
They anticipate this at all. There has been no conditioning for somebody to be playing just outside a garage here.
No, this is something very new. He's just gonna try to bait this as best as he can.
Trailblazer might be able to get a spot. Either way, Showstopper goes out. Buzz does not look back. And that costs him dearly. Jing finds the kill. Paint shell now could be lobbed in.
Ada bubuk.
And as Meteor forced to take that rendezvous out towards safety. Little heals they can offer up. Get pushed across.
This stall, this pause. Just a little bit of extra breathing room. Mind Freak is just holding in the back corner.
Another smoke cycled out here onto the site. 3 players nearby with Forsaken getting ready to join in. The Sylvan does well to find the shot there on the Mind Freak, but Divide is up here.
Nice.
Sending T1 to hell.
Nice fire.
And we are tied up 11
Dua
to
ulti
11.
terpakai.
What a comeback here for PRX.
Optimis banget Izu ulti anjing.
Iya,
Just good enough
belum
on
ngekelirin
this map. Stacks with one of the best clutches you'll see.
Tuh, dapat aku
PRX
beli
is right
baju
back in it with some
tuh.
trickery. Unique
Ujing habis
setup,
ngelasik
Mind Freak
mata
there
tuh lebih
just so
oke
patient, just
penglihatan.
waiting. They thought they had just enough
Siapa
time to
Izzy?
get through. They were dead wrong, and that's a
Apa?
huge
Siapa yang laser mata?
wasted for T1 coming into the
Ding.
Oh,
Nggak
iya.
pakai kacamata deh.
rounds. Yeah, dude.
Showstopper nullified into the
Kan
pin.
biasanya
Gone.
kacamata.
Last time out, unless we get to OT.
Jing masa kacamataan?
As both teams
Kadang
are
ada, randomly.
and neck.
Kadang enggak, tak lihat kan?
And this map, this split is certainly
Ringan ya kacamata.
culminating into
Nggak serius.
what we had anticipated from this series overall.
Berarti ini belum
Oh, berarti nggak serius.
Hahaha.
Ngasih nggak serius.
It's
Oke.
against everything you could have
Belum
hoped
serius
for
berarti.
and more. 3 maps, the
Tenang
final
lah.
one,
Kalau udah kayak gini,
looking like it might go OT.
kebus mental.
Stacks is
Nggak mungkin
letting them
kalah.
know what he thinks.
Cinco. Foto oke.
Gotta find a way to break through.
Rencana.
The pace has
No.
been picked
Alright.
up a little bit.
Let's go boys, let's go boys.
And playing into paper
Ayo,
X
Papa
favor
Bos.
a little bit.
Tomsnya PRX
Cut
gitu.
down a lot of
Let's
these
go boys.
executes.
Oh boy, it's a boy.
Use these seekers potentially to buy us another res, because he's been otherworldly. 26 kills and 15 deaths. Stupendous. Him on Sage is just such a treat to watch. Flash for a
Mantap,
confirm of
kita
presence.
bubarkan dia semua itu bubarkan.
Not much else just yet. This is tough to read for paper.
Buat dia panik dikit, buat dia panik dikit.
Real brunt of the attack. Paper X.
Sekarang kita yang majuin. Oh enggak.
Thinking about the wall if there was an attempted attack. This is new. Yeah, he anticipated that right away.
Has to break the segment to try to keep some interest here, but Judge earlier will have been heard. You know, Judge, you see the wall, you should be able to put 1 and 2 together, that something is on the opposite side of this thing.
Certainly hope so.
Let's see if they can.
Sendiri banget something like this. Bye-bye something.
Other than the Seekers.
Seekers go through, will have to be cleared out. Buzz. Cross over towards ramp, something quick with the exit. Tailwind out, rotations now coming through. Buzz not sticking around, not
No, Meteor.
What? Does and Forsaken ends up on the floor. As is available from Divine, if you can get over to that court. So Buzz is going to try to go ahead.
Wait. Kan hanya blunder yang bisa menyelamatkan T1.
Itu guys, apa yang terjadi?
Bondong-bondong lari lewat city. Mata masuk ke rem.
Just lagi di elbow, aduh.
Bisa sih harusnya nih.
Dapat elbow mati itu.
Weh, belum?
Habis pelurunya.
Iko kimochi.
Saya kan tidak ada uang.
My word, Meteor.
Nih untuk penentuan kali ini sih. Kalau ini T1 yang harus blunder baru menang PRX. Berat PRX.
Kalau ini keluar lawan siapa deh?
Belum bracket.
Dueling operators, one through the ultimate for Meteor, Stinger to back it up, a Bucky for Forsaken to make sure that they could get a buy for everybody else.
Soalnya full doa dulu.
There's no trickery here. T1 is just going to square up on A. Not giving them anything. They know they can't let that tour de force do any damage.
Not going to be confirming too much here for them. Repeat here with that tour de force, but everybody on the side of Paper X stagnant, not looking to peek, not looking to give over any information, but T1 now starts upping the ante. Jing here. Down Buzz with the kill. Continuing to deliver where possible. Drops down.
Aduh, per second di truk dasar. Wah.
Alah,
The operator still in hand.
Oh, ternyata jadi guys. Emang harus lewat lower bracket, ngentot.
Lower bracket.
Find the shot. Drifts down. Nothing spotted. Paranoia.
Just.
Connects, but no one really able to push up.
Lower bracket berat guys.
Forward space. They check out on the corner.
Ada boom.
Lingering here within the poison orb.
Run. Make miracle. Eh.
Aduh. Tinggal satu dan 2 lawan 1 kayak gitu repot. Apalah coba.
And the Korean super team is living up to expectations here in Pacific. A tremendous back and forth across 3 different maps.
No, I'm just going to close it.
Buzz gives a kiss to the sky and says thank you for this one. Finally T1 has done it. Oh my. I was shaking at the end of that. That was crazy.
Wait.
Absolutely unbelievable.
Okay, I think I need to stop it. Why didn't they text me?
The only thing that we missed was the overtime.
Yeah.
And I was crossing my fingers that we would be able to get there. But T1 had other ideas. What an incredible performance across the board. A great recovery from PRX after
Lower bracket berat guys. Ketemu boom nanti.
Ketemu boom. Oh my god, let's go ketemu boom, let's go.
Lihat mereka.
Darius ketemu boom.
Boom M5 loser. M5 enggak. Lawan NS. Boom lagi ketemu Dambi. Kuk.
Final tidak bisa apa-apa guys.
Final Ascension lagi terulang di lower bracket.
Emang mau kalah Dambi. Atau menang di lawan PRX.
Udah aja.
Masa?
Udah tadi kan sebelum ini.
Berarti PRX ketemu.
Tadi kayak ikut party nonton Dambi sih.
Oh, masih jago dia.
Neon tetap dia.
Berarti si PRX ketemu siapa nih?
Dambi itu makin sama kayak main Delta Force, Cuk.
Ini belum nih. Primi besok. TS lawan M8 ini belum juga. Zeta lawan M6. Zeta lawan PRX lawan Zeta aman Jess, bisa. Untung nggak ketemu King DFM aja dia di sini.
Lawan Zeta
ya.
Emang Zeta kalah.
Lawan Dambi. Di 2-0-in sama Dambi. Ini Senprisa Gaming nih berubah nama jadi NS.
Apa tuh? NS aja.
NS. Apa ini? Nord Cina apa ya? Notsis.
Notsak.
Heret ini lawan Genji.
Wah.
Ini tim
Ini Jess nggak jadi beli tiketnya Jess.
Jadi guys, dulu.
Oh iya.
Lalu nih box kuning. Mana cari box?
Lihat story-storynya Angga, cengakan aja kerjanya.
Dulu kita ke Jepang aja Angga. Tour guide gitu.
Sudah ya. Ya, tahun depan Jepang dia gitu dia aja.
Om Angga mau aku.
Angga udah bilang gitu tahun depan ya Jepang.
Semuanya dia udah tahu kan. Tunggu tiket geledek aja. Venue you ask me already 10 times Nasir. Yes. Terus to bracelet.
I seem like I go in Bali to show this ticket and they give me like this, yeah?
Iya, the venue.
What time it starts, they don't say.
No.
When they say what time it starts.
No idea. That's why you better go with my friend. She knows everything. She goes to concert like all the time, you know, so she understands all these things. You ask me, I don't know. I never even go to Jakarta. I hate Jakarta. Iya. Nggak ada yang nonton Linkin Park kah nih?
Februari itu.
Ini Anastasia nonton, aku nggak.
Gio nonton.
Biar ada yang diajak. Ngapain nonton Linkin Park, orang sisa 2 aja personilnya. Bro, sisa 2 personilnya bukan Linkin Park tuh.
Iya, terus Linkin Park.
Ini tuh apa band yang kayak di kafe-kafe itu loh, band featuring.
Featuring. Beliau.
Linkin Park, Green Day itu beda sehari terus kalian nonton.
Gila Linkin Park Anastasia. The Chester aja masih aku nonton. Sisa 2 orang apa mau dilihat?
Mana bisa, Bos? Ada. Serah mau apa, pakai apa, mau bayar pakai apa, kayak penting traktir kami kelas tuh, Bos.
Makanya kemarin beli tiket tuh udah seminggu masih ada available. Nggak terlalu laku.
Hari ini juga.
Coba Coldplay 2 hari izin kerja dapat. Paling enak tuh nonton Limp Bizkit Sondrenalin 300.000. full member. Apa nyangka aja. Full member. Original.
Ya.
Original.
Kentot.
Jess, bantai-bantai Jess, marah Jess.
Kentot.
Ngamuk.
Nah, bisa ngamuk.
Misalnya kalau besok nih nggak ada semifinal sama final, tak beliin tiket grup aja ya?
Iya.
Bisa gitu? Tak beliin 2 gitu ya? 2 hari?
Boleh.
Nanti sisanya kita cari-cari di sana.
Itu pesawatnya tanpa bagasi gitu.
Ya cuy, nggak bisa bawa beli baju ya? Bisa nambah sebenarnya berapa ya? 500.000 kayaknya. Tambah 15 kilo.
15 kilo.
Kayak
20 harusnya. 15 kilo.
Ratio itu bung.
Bapak main game di sini.
Coba cek dulu ya. Mana tadi?